I'm doing a one-shot special because the next campaign isn't quite ready yet.
The campaign is ready, the players aren't.
It's Baker.
Okay, because Baker's not ready, so I'm throwing everyone into the world of Eberron, just right in the middle, see what happens. I've got a mishmash of characters. So you all
put a lot of thought into it.
Yeah, well planned out. I'm sure you've got elegant, intertwining backstories, well tied into the world.
Backstory.
You're going to have a rich cinematic experience now.
My character is a big fan of the Eberrons.
Yes.
The Eberrons.
So these Eberrons are the West Eberron.
Mr. and Mrs. Eberron.
The Eberron Mountains in Eberron, just south of the Eberron River.
Okay.
Next to the ye olde Eberron Inn.
Okay, you don't need to know anything about most of the world. You four.
That's good because I know nothing.
Fantastic. I'll try and fill in little bits as we go along. So
there's some
you
deities
four
that I'm quite interested in.
Are for whatever reason somehow you know each other. If you want to elaborate on who you are and how you know someone, go ahead.
Please
I'm playing Nevitash, a Kalashtar paladin, and I know people.
What you
With your
paladin
mind.
of, Tim?
I'm a paladin of things.
What Eberron deity are you a paladin of?
One that's lawful good.
I think that's on the next page.
Go for one of the ones that are in like the Dark Six.
Oh, the Path of Light, is that?
Oh, son of a bitch!
What?
That's the one I chose.
As you say, I've got a belt that's got this bright shining diamond symbol on it, and never mind.
Oh well.
Is that what you? That can be how you two know each other.
No, but
It's alright.
To be 100%.
So clearly, do you want to introduce your character? How you follow the path?
You
wait,
do.
what are you? You're a Kalashtar.
Yeah.
Siri, what's a Kalashtar?
Okay,
It's like a human.
Kalashtar, yeah, basically, to all outward appearance, most people just think they're human, except they're incredibly good looking and just kind of
Unlike,
Like
unlike me.
exude an aura of kind of like whatever they're doing, they know exactly what they're doing, they're in control, all calm and collected at all times.
We're half brothers. I'm adopted.
Why are you? Why is that you?
I don't know.
Why not?
We're half brothers.
Yeah, but I'm adopted.
I understand.
So not.
This is perfectly normal.
It's only half adopted.
Yeah.
Which half are you adopted?
I'm adopted on my mother's side.
So we've got, what was your name?
Nevitash.
Nevitash.
Just in the first 5 minutes of this, I can tell you now that Joe is a lot more prepared for this than I am for my own.
You think you've got it all.
Well, he's got little cue cards.
You think you've got it all, and as soon as you get it right, what's this person's name?
I know full well that's going to be. I've written all this out, and then you're just going to say one thing, and I'm just going to unravel before your eyes like a human ribbon, like Mantis in.
We'll be able to
Infinity
timestamp
War.
it. We'll be able to timestamp it on when it goes on
Anyway,
YouTube.
Yeah.
That's Nevitash.
Yeah, so
Sitting next to him on the table.
I am Darmok Cragforged, a dwarven cartographer. That's what I do in life. I go around making maps.
Insight check.
I was going to say, can I make a perception check to try and see what kind of maybe skills he might be?
yeah,
You might notice I've
certainly
got-
He's got a tattoo that just says rogue.
So you might notice I do have.
No.
It's,
Don't take that away from me. That'll be a 6.
Yeah, I was going to say you've known Darnok probably for a while.
Yeah, but just to double check that.
I do have the main basic belt. I do have a set of thieves' tools.
So you're a criminal.
Yeah, but so do I, and I'm a sorcerer.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I've got herbalism
Darmok
kit.
has never done anything that would lead you to believe that he's anything other than a perfectly ordinary
But
cartographer.
I am somewhat of a coward and do not like to get
What
any,
about your
any-
character?
Completely the same. Do not like to get into any sort of fights. I see a fight, I'm out of there. I'm
So
gone.
you're a ranged person.
No, I'm just a coward.
Oh.
Are you really called Jackson?
What's your name? Darmok.
Darmok Cragforged.
Darmok. I don't care about your surname.
Craghammer.
Crackforged.
Okay, so Hayden, have we got?
Like I've got like a small bit of water, and I'm this huge hulking mass that's kind of like looked over, completely shaved head, completely. Top half is no apparel at all, but then from the bottom I've got like very stingy bottom of the end kind of sandals with some trousers in this kind of cloth, like an overskirt that's attached by just a leather belt with a diamond symbol on the top of it. And I'm just this hulking Goliath. I don't seem to have any weapons on me, I'm just me as I am.
Okay.
And my name is Torben. T-O-R-B-J-E-N.
Hello.
Last up we have
I am Colathir. I am a Shadowkai from, where was that place again? Nabir or...
Mabai. Probably not from Mabai. You're probably born when Mabai was doing weird planar shit. And
Yeah, let's do that.
your parents were like, oh god, why have we given birth to such a depressing child?
Yeah, okay. My parents wanted me to commit suicide. Right, I'm Colathir. I am a Shadowkai. I spend my time hunting bounty.
Are you a robot?
Have you got wife's ashes that you want us to take somewhere?
I am a robot.
Okay, so
I'm a storm sorcerer.
life and soul of the party.
Not a robot.
Not a girl.
Okay, so you've all, for whatever reason, decided to venture out on this dim, stormy, rainy night. It's
Got
not
to make a
saying
map.
much.
I'm
Yeah.
really happy that it's storming. I'm just like,
Yeah, it's overcast, it's piddling it down. It's a pretty typical weather in Shan. When it's not raining, it's drizzling. When it's not drizzling, it's damp. But you're all probably on your way to your favourite tavern. So yeah, as you're heading forwards, curtains of water fall from the sky as you traverse the labyrinth walkways of Shan. The stone and wooden paths wind around and between the towers and spires high above the ground, forming a complex lattice work that can be very confusing on evenings such as this. The rain falls hard, running off higher walkways and balconies in drenching waves, making it difficult to see much more than a few feet ahead of you. The distant glow of ever-bright lanterns, barely visible in the soaking gloom, do little to light the paths on this warm, wet evening. So, as you're proceeding along, I would like everyone to make a perception check for me.
15.
12.
20 total.
22 total.
Nice. Okay, so we have Colathir and Torben. You see what appears to be someone about to kill themselves on that bridge. A hooded figure is just kind of standing on the edge there as it looks at you. As it sees you sort of looking in its direction, it suddenly sort of turns and just disappears off the parapet. Important to note that this isn't water, it's a fall of several hundred feet down to the lower levels of Shan.
Will we be able
It's a
to
big
see
multi-level city.
It's, yeah,
to,
Shan is the
like,
city of towers, it's miles high.
We'll be able to see like possibly the race or the attire this person was wearing before, or is it too
They seem to be a sort of fairly heavily armoured figure from what you can see. You've got sort of a glint of sort of metal as they leapt over. You two see that the reason that they made a hasty retreat is because they were sort of leaning over what appears to be a freshly murdered body.
Should I mark this on the map?
So I'm
as
like,
murder
that was so
spot?
cool, he's Batman!
Yeah,
Well,
that's-
just go to the body and just...
Okay, so
Yeah.
what are you all doing?
I'd like to go over to the body. Are they actually dead?
Okay,
The mark it on the map. Murder spot.
okay, so who's heading over to the body?
I'll
Everyone
go as well.
going over to have a
Well,
look.
Yeah, that's you, is it?
Yeah.
Oh god! Everything.
I want to be looking at it with the same expression that Legolas was looking at Aragorn and Boromir as Boromir was dying. Just like,
Okay, so yeah, you see the body. They're definitely dead. There's kind of the rains washing the blood down this sort of this sky bridge.
Can I see, just sorry, over in this corner? I might look just down and just see.
You,
Yeah. Can
As
we,
far as I physically can see.
yeah, everyone,
how far can we see down?
not very far. It's pretty much sort of pitch black in between the levels of towers. There's no light illuminating.
Would we know there's a platform
If,
beneath us?
if
Or?
there was a platform below, it'd probably be illuminated. You can see sort of platforms further down that are illuminated, but certainly not at the kind of distance that someone could survive unless it had some kind of feather fall charm or similar. Does anyone want to make me a perception and an investigation check if you're checking over the body?
Yeah.
I'm not checking over the body.
Over the corner.
Do I need to roll anything if I'm not checking everybody?
Perception if you're
Just perception.
looking around.
I rolled a 5.
That'd be a 9.
18 investigation.
12 again.
Okay. Yeah, investigation. You find that the body appears to be sort of clutching very tightly some kind of satchel or knapsack. Cause of death is very definitely a large kind of slashing wound across the back. Looks like it's done by a big axe or similar. What do everyone get for perceptions?
12.
9.
9.
2.
2. Okay. So yeah, everyone who's looking over the body, so you two, you are all somewhat surprised as the figure that leapt over the edge of the bridge swiftly clambers up on the other side. You see it.
And I just.
You're like, oh. Okay, yep, you see close up that this figure is definitely a warforged. They are carrying a fairly hefty looking axe and they are attacking you, so I want everyone to roll me some initiative.
It's cool.
That was actually
How did you kill you?
pretty darn cool.
What is mine?
I've got a plus 0.
What is that?
I got 20 total. That'll be good because I have no health. At any given moment, I'm just one attack away from death. This has got a combination of 100 numbers. I will never have to move this left hand.
Okay, so what everyone get? Initiative wise,
20.
got 20. Let's do the 25 to 20. We've got
20.
20. Yeah. What comes after that? 20 to 15.
15.
15. Dash. 15, 10.
13.
13.
Holy. 10.
And then
How?
Cheat.
10.
10.
Why what?
It's got like a plus 9.
It's got a plus 4.
Ooh.
It's alright.
Yeah, well, that's
Thanks.
I've got a minus 1.
so Dex is your highest score. I'm thinking rogue.
Okay, so first up
That was a good instinct, that tattoo.
is the Warforge.
That's
That
good.
surprised you all. Yeah, in surprise round, it will grab hold of. Who's closest?
Get the dwarf, get the dwarf, get the dwarf.
I'd
Toss the
say
dwarf.
unfortunately, probably Darmok, and you want to make a. What's the void being grappled and
He
chucks?
makes
Check.
athletics or
Athletics,
acrobatics, you
yes,
make
yes.
athletics.
That's the one.
Ooh. Give us some acrobatics. It's
5,000.
22.
That's with disadvantage.
22.
We're only level 1.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, so the Warforged kind of leaps over the balcony, picks you up, tries to heft you over the edge. You manage to just wriggle free from its clutching grasp. It turns to you all and says, "You should not be interfering here." Colifair.
I just say, why did you kill this man? And put my hand out on his back. And I've got advantage because he's got metal on him, correct? Because he is the
Yes.
metal
Very,
man.
very much so.
I'm going to use my Map Mercer. And that's a natural 20.
Okay then.
Oh, sorry, a natural ampersand.
Shocking grasp.
And there is a shocking grasp, and he takes 9 points of lightning damage. As I just go, and then assume my positioning. But I do it like I'm just tapping on shoulder. Why did you do this?
Okay, so
I got
yeah,
that.
electricity, sort of crackles over at the Warforged. It yells out in pain. Next up,
Is
Nevatash.
he dead?
Oh no.
What am I going to do?
Murderize him.
So he's tried to grapple you and, well, he's tried to kill you.
Or give me a hug, one of the two.
Yeah, give you a hug.
It was very much of a, I think I'm going to drop you off the edge to your death now kind of
Yeah.
grasp.
I'm gonna rip you in half now.
I draw my longsword and hold it up to his neck. Is he like? Can I do that sort of thing? So like, don't.
Probably not. There's too much kind of
No,
swinging around motion.
I'm going to attack him then.
Action going on.
That's a 12.
That's 12. Okay, you swing what will be a fairly lethal blow on most creatures. It clangs off the heavy metal hide of the Warforged.
That's a miss.
Harris like,
I one attack.
So
yeah, we're only level 1.
you're only level 1.
Hello.
I want to do everything
I want to do at least 5 attacks.
And a bonus action, 3 other more attacks.
Yeah.
When doing my guillotine.
That's me,
That's you then.
I think.
When the dwarf gets his like reclaimer form, he actually comes to the normal size.
Oh shit, I meant to get my spell cards ready. I only know 6 spells.
Warforged seems to take umbrage at you trying to chop it into bits.
Obviously.
Sweeps aside a cloak, you realise it's carrying a fairly hefty looking blood-soaked axe. Kind of matched up with the chop wound on the guy. It decides to try and make a chop wound in you. What's your armour class?
I have no idea.
It's fine, it's rolled a natural 1.
Oh, that's good.
You manage to, you see it coming, it's a wide obvious swing, you definitely parry it away. Torben, this thing's just
So
trying
I'm going to
take
turn
a-
around because I was looking over the other way and be like, oh, cool.
Do everything.
I want to 5, 10, so 15 to.
Yeah, you'll make acrobatics to hop over onto the bridge.
Acrobatics or athletics? Because I can just.
Athletics is the strength one, isn't it?
Yeah.
Makes more sense.
Proficient in 18.
Yeah, no worries. You sail across the gap, taking no heed of the deadly fall that was
I'm
beneath
gonna
you.
land, slide, and then I'm gonna
Punch it in the
punch
weir.
it. Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna take the fact that it's mainly like stone, wood, and metal, and be like, just punch it anyway. 5, 6, 22 for the first.
Very definitely.
6, 22.
For 6 points of bludgeoning damage.
Okay. Yeah.
I'm just going to go for the gut, and then I'm going to, for a bonus action, strike again. Thing for to 19.
Yeah, that's also a hit. Warforged recalls from the first hit, setting up for the second.
7 points.
7 points. Nice. Okay, yeah.
Just whip crack.
2 solid blows
Window
that,
whipping tail.
despite the fact it's made of metal, seem to
Right.
severely hurt
Fist
it.
begin to throb. Giant fists.
Okay, Darmok. as you've
Seeing
made
that,
your-
right, I'm so just no.
Okay, Darmok turns
I'm
tail.
and just I'm gonna stealth hide.
Yeah, roll with advantage at that distance. The rain is sleeting it down. It's
12.
And you're
okay. Yeah,
small.
you from there around the corner. You're pretty much out of view of anyone.
Don't know what I care what I'm gonna
See this and watch disapprovingly.
Okay, so back up to Collifair.
God.
I would like to.
Warforged seems to be hurting somewhat.
The
Is it bleeding? Do you bleed?
I'd like to just see where I can see the familiar form of Darmok running away and just go, oh, again, and just zap him on the
Okay.
shoulder again. Yeah, that's another natural 20.
Loaded
But on
dice
the other
there?
dice.
Oh yeah.
I got a 19 on the.
Okay, yeah. You seem to know just where to hit this creature. It's not hard. It's
12.
My skin's mostly metal.
But it's just like as I'm reaching over.
Okay. Back to Nevatash.
Yep, I'm going to try and hit him. 20.
Yep, that is definitely a hit.
Longsword.
As it spasms from the electricity, you
For
sense
6.
you're weak.
6 points of slashing.
Nice. Yep, this time you score a solid hit
Cool.
on the
I did
one of his
something.
exposed areas. You notice it's starting to leak some kind of essential warforged fluid.
2-stroke fuel.
Essential warforged.
Someone get a rag, we need to
Whatever the
up.
warforged equivalent of blood is, some kind of weird magical sap or something, I don't know.
Castrol, GT.
Okay, yeah.
You don't know what it is, but whatever it is, Lightning McQueen drinks it.
Okay, yeah, the warforged seems to fly into a rage at this. It kind of clutches the wound and says, "No, this mission is too important for my lord," and just swings with wild abandon. Probably at, I'm going to say Nevertashiel, the one that hit it last, I'm afraid.
Understand.
What is your arm class?
18.
It's 18. Yeah, you definitely deflect that with your shield. It's going more for raw power than any kind of accuracy. Back round to Torben.
Where is that you? That's you.
That's me, yeah.
So we say as he's swung around to try and hit him,
Yeah.
I'm going to try and into the rib, or where a rib or kidney might be.
Yeah.
Mechanical kidney.
22
Yeah, that's definitely a hit.
The kidney bot
for
4000.
7 points.
Okay. 7 points, that is enough. He's at your mercy, what do you do?
Question him.
I just want to make it so it's like a crack shot that would wind him, I suppose, would take him down to a knee, at which point it's just, if he tries to make another move, then he's got 3 people that would just end him.
Okay, so yeah, he's pretty
I'd like
much...
to just have my hand on his shoulder at this point, just ready to.
Okay,
And I
so,
crack the knuckle.
fair enough. Does Darmok make a reappearance?
Just poke my head round the corner. Is it over?
Yes.
The sound of fighting stopped. You seem to think that it's
You all
over.
seem to have handled that rather well. Is it safe to come out?
No.
Okay. Dash back round again.
Okay, so yeah, as you're heading back round, you see those 3 surrounding the Warforged. You say you've got your hand on it.
I've
Sort
got
of
my
ready
hand on
to-
his shoulder.
Only in his face.
Okay,
Probably in the same place where I've been touching it, so he fully
he
understands
knows what's going to happen. Okay, the Warforged kind of looks at you all with hatred in its eyes and say, "You may have the satchel, but you'll get nothing from me." And then it kind of tries to leap up at you. Do you shock it again, or...?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, I want to hit again.
I'd say at this point he's got no fire left on him.
It was a natural 19 to hit anyway.
Yeah, you shock it again, the Warforged body kind of
Taser.
spasms and it kind of falls down. Very definitely dead.
Search his metallic corpse.
Okay, as you reach down to sort of have a look at it, part of its chest kind of
Opens up.
not opens up, but kind of suddenly starts sort of twitching and moving, and then part of it kind of shoots up into the air at alarming speed. Give me a perception check, everyone. Who's
Bats again? Ooh!
That's not
21.
12.
18.
10. 22 foot away.
21? Yeah, in the kind of the rain and the darkness, you're the only one to notice that as it kind
Like
of
Spider-Man.
it sort of flies away from the body, it kind of unfurls a pair of sort of fine metallic wings and just kind of flitters off into the night. You've never seen a Warforged do that before.
That's some crazy shit.
What was it done?
At least it didn't self-destruct.
Okay, the rest of you notice
Yeah,
that
that's weird.
the commotion's drawn a fair bit of attention. There's a few kind of people sort of poking their heads out windows and sort of watching what's going on. You also hear sort of the heavy thudding boots of what sounds like a city watch patrol just sort of rounding the corner. Obviously you haven't been alerted by
Hide.
some well-meaning citizens.
Oh
Wow.
shit, we're still here with a body.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we've also got the body.
We've also got the...
Yeah,
The big axe
cool.
that did it.
I
2
would
dead
like to-
bodies that we're now stunned over.
Oh, finally you're here.
I'd like to.
We have
Top
apprehended
guns.
the... Villain?
I put my house behind the top.
Yeah, two men and women wearing the sort of green and black studded leather armour of Sharn City Watch sort of come out of the rain-drenched darkness. The captain in charge of this watch is a sort of fairly heavy-built dwarf. He's got there's a sort of arcane light on his shoulder that's illuminating the area around him.
Is he kicking?
Is what? No, as he kind of comes across the scene, he sort of stops and exclaims, "Aladra's bloody nose! Part of the watch, drop all of your weapons and explain what's going on here."
This giant metal thing here
Drop a
murdered
face.
this person here.
Drop your pants.
We have managed to subdue.
Okay.
Yes.
He comes up. Do you let him sort of get by and have a look at the body?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, he kind of.
As you can see, the axe that he has matches the exact gash in his back. No, it isn't.
Came out just right.
Came out as intended.
How are we going to measure that? Put the axe in his back.
Okay, do you want to give me a persuasion check to try and convince him that
This.
you mean no ill and
Persuasion.
Yeah.
What does that say? 12 plus 4, 16.
16? Yeah, do you get advantage on that as a clash? I think that's one of your racial do-rees.
I'll take advantage.
So they're like an Asimar bridge,
Um,
in a way.
Yeah, kind of.
23?
Where
23, yeah.
Divine. These are things psychic, is it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
they got like psychic powers.
So they're
and
actually
psychic
fuck ugly, but they just piss with everyone's minds to make them look like they're hot.
Could be.
They are the walking epitome of alcohol.
I'm a human alcohol.
Yeah, I'm a human alcohol.
Okay, yeah, the watch captain seems suitably impressed with your story and kind of he's listening to you explain what happened. He said, "Oh, well done. Seems you've done our jobs for us."
Indeed.
It's
We kept calm in battle. Everyone did as they were supposed to.
Yes.
And I look at
I was the one that took down the metal
Done.
man.
well, good on you, son. Good on you. Well done.
It was me all on my own.
my brother helped.
So I'd still have the satchel that on me that I peeled off his dead corpse
Half-blood.
Okay.
with my map making stuff.
We have no idea why he killed this poor man. Maybe just
Who's got the satchel?
Okay.
right now?
The sergeant shrugs and says, "Well, it's obvious, isn't it? Warforged does what Warforged do. Went
Wait,
crazy.
I'm not
Killed
sure.
him. Open shut case as far as I'm concerned."
Yes. Well, if that would be all.
He short-lived it.
Well, it looks like it is. You've saved me a bit of time, and hey, he hands you a couple of gold pieces. Says, "Go get yourselves a couple of drinks on me."
I don't catch it.
Okay, you just he kind of throws it at you.
Can I try and catch it from the ricochet of his forehead?
Yeah, if you want to. I'd say yeah, that's no problem.
How big is this coin?
It's just frisbee and giant.
Look at my
gold.
hands!
That's
You're
a really small
I'm a
guy.
Goliath with tiny fucking hands again. Everyone keep your penises away. Inside joke.
Okay, he turns, says to the other two, "Right, come on then, lads, back to station with us then." And they head off.
We woo.
Apparently, completely unconcerned
We
that there's a
Hey,
dead body
we
and
would,
a,
yes,
and a
we.
disabled warforged just laying on the
I
bridge.
just like.
I guess they don't want this then.
What is it you've got there?
It's the satchel that's on his body.
What's in it?
I like to go to the body of the murdered man and just like put him on his back and cross his arms and things like that, and then just.
say chuck him over the front.
And then as I'm doing it, I'm smiling and just like. And just
Okay.
leaving that.
That's really creepy, by the way.
And it's like, he was a
Okay, do you,
victim.
I like how they leave the dead.
okay, do you have a look
I'm
at
going to
the,
look
the
at
satchel?
the
Okay,
yeah.
you have a quick look. It looks like mostly sort of academic paperwork and whatever. You find his identity papers identify him as Bonan Geldham, who's a scholar from the nearby Mulgrave University. You also find what looks like some kind of sort of journal or similar,
What did he major in?
along with various bits of, you know, sort of academic supplies, paper, quills, pens, things that you would probably be interested in as a cartographer.
What was his name again?
It was Bonal Geldem.
Did it say what he was researching or what he was studying?
It just said he's looked like some kind of history professor, from what you can tell.
So nothing that's any secret agent organisation would be. Or would they?
Is there anything else in this satchel?
Is there anything else on his body?
Anything else that would attract a warforged?
Yeah, if you have a look, he's got a coin pouch with 10 silver pieces and 2 gold in it. Also a half-eaten apple.
No, like necklaces or.
Nothing.
You say there was a book in the satchel?
Yeah, the only thing that seems particularly of interest is the journal, which is very nicely made, sort of thick leather with sort of strands of what looks like mithril thread binding it.
Perhaps,
Can I open it and go to the last
perhaps
entry?
we should go indoors where it's not raining
Indeed.
Yes,
and go to a near tavern or
Yeah.
something.
if the coin the guard gave and the coin of this fellow, we can have quite a meal.
Yeah.
Indeed. Let's research his further.
Okay, so yeah, you head to a nearby tavern. Yeah, the nearest one named the Broken Anvil. It's a fairly nice establishment, fairly.
I just look at it and just go, is this run by your people?
It's
What do
not.
you mean by people?
You're a dwarf.
Short.
I always associate anvils with your people.
That's just... No. It's
I'm
not.
not sure I like this character of yours, Lee.
Email
I
racist.
I'll just walk in the
This is Lee's subconscious.
I walk in the tavern and sit down on a table. Are there any other people at this table?
Maybe try sitting on a chair.
No, I mean I sit at a table.
At this table, there was one gentleman who hastily gets up and leaves as you sit down.
Ah, well done. You've
I smile
acquired
like
us
I've
a
made
table.
a friend.
The best friends
Making
are the ones
friends
that get
again.
up and leave and never speak to you.
The book.
Ah, yes.
My
That's on
parents
table
abandoned me when I was a baby.
I open it, I'll go to the
That's
last
how I
entry
feel
that's
they-
in there.
Okay,
Show affection.
the last entry there apparently are no entries. The entire thing appears to be blank,
was on the
although
spectrum.
the pages feel odd. There's something not quite right about them.
Perhaps there is something mystical about these pages.
I'll slide it over to
Buzzing.
our strange friend in the corner.
I have no means to unlock any mystical.
What language is it in? Is it in?
It's
It's
blank.
It's blank.
Oh, so there's absolutely nothing in it
Yeah,
at all.
but
There's
the
not.
pages feel a bit.
Anyone have any
Fun.
knowledge
Solemnly
of
swear
history?
I'm
No,
not.
okay.
Yes.
I'm
Yeah.
quite
Make a
intelligent,
knowledge
but I don't
history
have
check.
any actual intelligent
What is my history?
ranks.
10.
10. Okay,
Just
that's,
one,
that's
so
enough
it's
to
not-
know that the symbol on the front of it appears to be kind of a fairly stylised version of what looks like the House Cannith symbol of an anvil and hammer and tongs. House Cannith being the sort of the premium sort of crafting guild in Eberron, own a monopoly on all kind of creation. They make the warforges, they make arms, armour, pretty much any magical item they make it. But this, yeah, it seems fairly old and not the same as the ones that you used to.
So it's an old book about people that make warforged and things.
Are these people still within the town, city? Well,
House Cannith, they are everywhere.
are there
They're a continent-wide
Oh,
super corporation kind of guild.
do they have a franchise where we are?
In the city of Sharn, they probably have hundreds of franchises. They'll
And
also
McDonald's.
have a headquarters here.
McDonald's
So
been
it's
saying
just like-
hamburgers, it's
Yeah.
robots.
Can you click and collect for
Yeah.
a Warforged?
You know, so like Screwfix or something that makes actual things.
What robots?
Wait, what?
Perhaps this book is like, if it's in a forge, it'd be using heat and stuff. Maybe it's the pages are revealed through heat. The inks can do that.
You wish to set fire to this book?
Well, not set
I
fire
believe that
to
would
it,
be
just put it
detrimental to our
near
investigation.
heat.
Maybe we should take it to our nearest.
You say the paper feels weird.
Yeah, as in it doesn't feel like kind of leather or paper. It's made of something else, but you're not really sure
Skin.
what.
Is it skin?
No, it's not skin. If anything,
turn to
it
a page and
feels
it's had
more
half
like
a
very
nose.
thin,
Yeah.
flexible metal.
part of an ear.
But it doesn't feel like it's in any way like rough, like it's been written on in invisible ink or anything?
No.
It's metal, so obviously the book is in digital, and we can only read it in analog. It's for Warforged.
Just find a
Maybe-
Warforged and plug it into their face.
Maybe
Can you read this?
Maybe we should go to the university where he was teaching. Maybe he has friends there that could help.
Hmm.
Good idea. Do you know where it is?
Of course. I know this city like the back of my hand. Do I know where it is?
Yes, you know where Morgan University is. It's fairly close
I'm
by.
going to say I'm an urban bounty hunter, so I'll probably do know this city.
Well,
Yeah, you've tracked down quite a few late fees from university students in your time.
I'm actually employed by the university. I know this man quite well.
I
He
suppose
was
we
your
should
greatest
go and
friend.
tell them that one of
University
their.
students for
he
late
was the
fees,
first
like,
to
if you don't
leave.
pay this now, I'll fucking kill you. Good luck with your studies. Stay in school.
I never killed the people. Just take a finger or two.
Maybe
Like
we
extreme
should.
librarian. It's like return your books and we'll get you, make it look like an
So
accident.
like they're screaming, don't kill me, just
Oh, we won't kill you. We'll just deduct 14 marks from your final paper.
You'll be forever silent after I take out your tongue.
Okay.
Okay.
Maybe we should head to the university, tell them that one of their. He was a teacher, lecturer,
Yes,
professor, has been violently murdered and will be late for class.
Maybe we don't need to tell them that he'll be late for class because they would have deduced it from him being violently murdered.
Depends what sort of magic.
We should
they
definitely go into depths about how he was killed.
Indeed.
Maybe
He had a
Maybe
massive gash on his back.
the guards didn't seem that quick to take the body. Maybe we should take that with us as proof of his death.
There was a job for you.
have. We have his
Very
ID.
I stand up.
So,
Shall we?
Let's go.
I may
you
need
are-
help carrying it. I only have a strength of 10.
Oh dear.
Okay, so do you make your way back to the body?
we have to go
Yes,
that way.
because I believe that they are entirely serious and believe me that we should take it.
How do you say your name?
Colathir.
Colathir.
Yes.
We don't need the body. We just need to go to the university and let them know what's happened.
All I'm saying is that the body would be excellent proof of what it is we're claiming.
I'm
I've
sure
got his ID.
they'll believe us.
Maybe we could just put some
That
of his
just makes
blood
us
on
look
it.
like thieves.
What if we just put some of his blood on it then?
That makes us look like sloppy thieves. Very well. Let us go to the university.
I'm sure the body will be dealt with by the town guard.
They didn't seem overly keen to.
I'm
Deal
sure
with
they'll
it.
deal with it.
Do we have to go past the body to go to the university?
You could avoid it if you were so inclined.
Yes.
Just that, like I said, just out of
If you want,
sure
if you have
interest to see if
curiosity,
it
you
is
can
still
go
there
by
and
it,
if
yeah.
it's just randomly been left, even though the guards have come and said, good job, and just left.
It's you're fairly high up in Shan, so you think someone would probably come and take it away. If you're in a lower level, people come and take everything, could be taken, and then probably just roll it into a gutter or similar.
Full on Monty
But we're on
Python.
the,
Bring
the
out
level
the
that
dead.
we're on. They recognise good eating when they see it.
Ugh.
And how he can't go around just collecting them.
Okay.
Out you did.
So yeah, do you go back by the body then?
Just that
Yes,
of
just to make sure.
That guy who goes around with his awesome cart collecting all the scrap metal, he's got the Warforged in his
Some gypsy with a transit van.
scrap metal.
Okay, so yeah, you head back round to where you sort of remember the body being. There's a bit of activity around where it was. Several people seem to be sort of kneeling down. You realise most of them are sort of investigating the Warforged as much as they are checking the body. And yeah, probably sort of from the distance you'll recognise the colours as being House Cannith.
That's the ones who the book.
Yeah.
Okay.
Perhaps we don't
So
need to
there
go
is
to university after all.
CSI
Well,
mode
let's
as
not
well.
let them know that we have the journal. This journal seems to be important for something.
Hmm.
So
I'll put it
I'd
in
like
there.
to unlock its
Yeah.
until we understand what's going on. Shall we approach?
They may want to interview you as you've dealt with it.
Yes, I was the sole
You
defender
didn't.
of this man's honour.
Mhm. Yes,
Yeah.
you were.
I walk up to them.
You're heading over.
I follow behind.
I walk up to them, but don't say anything. Like I assume that they know who I am.
Okay, yeah, as you walk up to them, one of them does seem to recognise you. As you approach, he turns and says, Lady Eladrin, these, I believe, are the ones that dealt with the Warforged. And the woman that he indicates sort of turns and walks over to you and says, you four, are you the ones responsible for stopping this creature?
Yes, I am.
He was more of these three. I was over there.
You're otherwise else engaged.
You can see the size, and I think I'm not involved with it.
Now, we've travelled with Darmok for a long time. We already know and are fully aware of his cowardice.
Okay, he says, I thank you, but I don't suppose you happen to have found anything on poor
What is it
that
that you would hope to find?
a journal of sorts. It's a family heirloom of mine.
I can't say that we did. The Warforged did say something about a satchel.
Make a deception.
I am skilled in deception. That would be a 13.
Okay, she looks kind of downfallen at this, and yeah, she kind of sort of kicks a puddle, sort of splashing water as it curses.
Does the satchel contain valuable information?
She says well, to myself, yes. To anyone else, it would appear to be but an empty book. Only one with the mark of making, such as I, would be able to read what's within.
Could you perhaps clarify as to why it might want to be in someone else's keeping?
Okay, she sighs and says, I know not, truly.
I think
Can
we
I
need to
make
go
an
somewhere
insight check?
private.
Yes, you can.
12.
Is it still raining?
It's drizzling.
12 only.
A 12. Okay. Yeah, I'll say that's good enough to know that she probably isn't being completely forthright with all of you. There's definitely more to this that she isn't conveniently spilling in plot form.
Does she look young or old or?
She looks quite young. She's got human female in dark blue cloak, has delicate features, dark blue eyes and sleek black hair bound with silver and turquoise ornaments. She wears a signet ring of House Cannith on her right ring finger and speaks in a soft but clear voice.
I look as serious as I can with a neutral face.
Yeah.
And just say, young lady, perhaps it's best you come with us and tell us more about this book. I feel like you're holding something back.
Is there somewhere more private that
It
we
would
can
be
go?
in your best interest.
She looks at you fairly suspiciously and says, I feel that you may be holding something back as well. Very well, but I'll need an escort.
I'll do that.
And me. I know what you're like.
She indicates
Mother
for
told me
the
about that.
House Cannith
You're not.
agents to come with her.
Half blood.
So yeah, you go somewhere quieter.
Yeah, somewhere quieter.
Okay. What are you thinking? Is nearest tavern, back to the tavern you just come from?
Probably, yeah.
Yeah.
Get like a booth.
The
Okay.
deepest
I go in and sit at a booth. Is there anyone at the table?
We order a Nando's. No?
Order what Mando?
No, the booth is empty.
Okay.
Oh, well done this time. You managed to find an empty table.
I'm
Okay,
going
so-
to have my back towards the table so I can hear what's going on, but also watching out for just anything coming towards us or going on.
This is because this is above your intelligence check.
No, because I actually have over 10 intelligence also, so then no one actually comes over and starts
Okay.
eavesdropping. That might be with her.
Okay, so yeah,
And I cover up a lot of the table.
you sit down and says you know more of the journal.
Do you know more of Journal?
I think that's evidence that she was looking for it.
Let's say we found a journal.
And say you did.
Plus 12 intelligence.
Let's say that to us, the journal was blank.
Yes, as it would be to any non-dragon marked heir.
What information would it hold?
Okay, she says knowledge that may have been lost to House Kenneth for generations, knowledge of forges and foundries deep beneath the city. That's why I was conversing with the sadly departed professor.
Before the Warforged.
Insight that response.
Yeah, I want to as well. There's something that tickles me.
That one is a 23.
Okay. Yeah, you think that
Yeah.
seems to be what she thinks in the book.
Mine was, or I got a 12, but mine was more to the focus that she just conversed with the dead as if she was like saying that she spoke with the dead.
No, it was more like she was
Oh, he wasn't-
talking
Okay.
to him
Just, it's like,
before who is now
I thought
dead.
as in like there, I was like, I just spoke with him a minute ago. And
No, she didn't cast me with
Okay.
dead or anything.
it's like,
Before my friends
They're
here
waiting for someone to come to do that.
dealt with the Warforged and ending his life, he said something along the lines of his master's. Didn't he? Am I imagining that?
No,
He
he
said
did
his
say that
master
was
was not
Lordy.
happy.
Yeah, his master. Is there someone or some kind of organisation you may be in a bit of a quandary with? I'm searching for a word.
Yeah, she nods knowingly as to what you're obviously
Yeah.
more eloquently saying.
Yeah.
She says, yes, the Warforged revolutionary who calls himself the Lord of Blades. We intercepted one of his
Such a-
agents trying to
that's the first
infiltrate
thing
one
I'd
of my
written down.
facilities.
Lord of Blades.
Yes,
Oh,
it may be he has several agents in the city. If you do hold the journal, then I will be wary of others.
Mm.
Which is why, if you do have it, you should give it to us. We'll be able to protect it, and of course there will be a monetary reward.
I was only withholding information because I wasn't sure that you could be trusted.
Okay, she thinks Fritz as that seems fairly prudent.
Who has the journal?
I nod at
I was
Mm.
Darmok.
on journal, my lady.
Okay, she says, you have it. Sovereigns be praised. Thank you. She sort of takes it and she doesn't open it. She just kind of holds it for a second and then sort of gives it over to her House Kenneth assistant, who sort of puts it in a fairly sturdy-looking knapsack he's got.
Was anyone kind of watching over the table from afar, like having an interest in art?
No, from what you can tell, it's pretty much business as usual here. She says, "But this journal is really just one piece of the puzzle. Professor Gelden believes he may have located the lost foundry that this journal came from, sort of deep beneath the city. And you seem to have handled the Warforged fairly well on your own and shown good
Yes, I did,
prudence
thank
in
you.
keeping it. I wonder if you would perhaps like to undertake a small expedition for me. Obviously, the professor would have gone with some of his aides, but he is,
Dead.
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 yeah,
That
some
sounds
point,
rather
unfortunately,
dangerous.
So.
More details as to what this.
Don't worry, Darmok. If you are too scared to come
Would
to me,
entail?
you can stay here. And we shall...
Okay, she
Undergo this.
she
Call
sort of
him,
pulls
like,
out
"Don't worry,
a
darling."
map from the.
Map boy. Pay
I was about to
attention.
ask, has this area been mapped?
Okay, she says, well, partly.
Well, partly, there's no point having a partly finished map. Give it here.
She says,
Alright, I'm just going to make the rest of
she says, all we know is where the foundry used to be. The topology of Sharded has changed so much over the past few hundred
Only to be
years.
untrained eye.
Well, perhaps we know that.
What does that even mean?
Steve Buscemi eyes. He's got one real eye, one's glass.
Says somewhere deep below the Doroshan Tower, there's a valve cluster in the sewers, E213. Beyond that,
That
we
sounds
believe.
important.
Write that down.
Valve plus the E213.
Yeah. She says beyond that, we believe is the entry to this lost House Kenneth Forge.
And this Lord of the Blades, he's searching for the same thing?
We can only presume so. Yes.
What is it that you hope to find in this forge?
Okay, she says anything related to the past or history of my house, but most importantly, any schemers, their blueprints, if you will, that allow creation forges to create unique magical items. Many such were recovered from the continent of Zendrick hundreds of years ago and tucked away in vaults and safes, not known what they were. Today they are of incalculable value to the house.
Very well.
Okay, so you're wanting us to go into this vault to finish the map for you, or
To recover whatever found at the forge.
But mostly finished them up.
got you?
I say we go.
Good job we've got a freaking map maker.
Convenient.
We've been freaking doing it in red
Convenient.
Crayola.
Very convenient.
Kill two birds with one stone.
You're the other bird, by the way.
Okay. Many birds out here.
Are we
You're all dead because of the stones. I made a joke.
if one falls we leave them behind,
Check it and tell them as well.
or are we
It depends. It depends. Do they fall in battle or do we push them?
Who's pushing what?
I'll leave
I
that
think
to you.
they're referring to my cowardness and the fact that I tend to run away a lot. But that's kept me alive.
It has. You have done very well.
No, we just have this brotherly bond thing. You don't know.
We're half brothers.
I've never had a
I
brother.
could stand on him.
You could.
Or a family.
You'd be a little bit taller though.
I'm in Squish.
Oh, squish.
I
Okay.
was raised by wood elves.
That's nice.
I don't like this character of yours.
I was joking again. I made another joke.
Okay, she
Make
says.
that two.
She says to you, I urge you, please, you must make haste before the Lord of Blades and his agents find out about the failed attempt to recover the
I
journal.
want to meet these people because they sound cool. They sound like my kind of puppy. I am Lord of Blades.
Yeah.
I don't know. They sound like they can deal more than 7 hit points. So.
That's fine. I can take another.
I'm sure you'll be
another
fine.
4.
I'm sure you'll be fine. Just do what you do best.
No,
Keep the
No.
distance.
that's him.
Try not to run away.
That's Darmok.
I apologise, I confused you with the dwarf.
Well, we're quite different. I'm an elf, you see.
I know.
A lot taller
I
and I
understand.
don't have hair.
I understand.
I'm very
Sorry,
tall
I'm
and
sorry.
don't have hair.
Hmm?
I'm very tall and don't have hair.
Shall
We
we
could be
away?
brothers, but we're not.
Thanks.
We shall. I'll get the map
Thank
out
you,
and
Lord.
Okay.
pinpoint the exact
Awesome.
location where to go.
Okay, yep, you managed to plot a path down into the depths of
If you look on
Sharn.
the floor, we just see a glowing arrow.
Yeah.
Quest
guiding.
marker just
Yeah, just-
like, oh, it's
Just a
all
line
laid out
of
there.
dust just floating in.
Does it say how many metres we are away from it?
Follow the bloody brick.
Probably.
I
road.
think you
Several
need to know
hundred.
that because you can always tell when the music changes us when you get closer.
I'd like to
If you
summon
look
a
up-
horse.
If you look up, there's a
to
compass,
travel.
and when you turn around, it's got them.
Okay. Yep, so do you all set off?
Oh, should we check if there's any supplies we may need first?
Or we're going to get given anything.
Yes.
What do you need?
Before we leave, we just ask the
We
woman
don't want
if
to die
there's
down there, do we?
any particular
Give some bandages.
resources that she can give us to help aid her, help us help her.
Okay, she kind of shakes her head, said, yes, of course, how thoughtless of me, and sort of pulls out a fairly hefty looking coin purse and sort of drops it on the table. So it's fairly, fairly meagre, but it should
This
should
is just a
provide
shopping
you-
one shot.
should provide
I
you
would
with
like to
what you
buy-
need.
Is this a rich Persian?
Rich Persian.
A rich
Person.
A rich person's version of fairly meagre is actually like 1,000 gold.
No, you have a look. It looks to be about 100 gold pieces, so a small fortune
that's not
for
bad.
That's
many
still
medicines
not
and
bad.
shards. You know.
Can we stop off at some sort of potion brewery on the way in?
Yes. Can we stop off at some kind of levelling up thing?
I've never really been one for gold.
Strange.
Maybe you can swap it for things you do need.
All gifts are meant to be shared for the benefit of everybody else.
I think that's why I make such a good bounty hunter, because I never ask for a fee.
Are you like that guy from Faster that only asks for $1 bill for each kill? I know. What's a dollar?
You don't know what.
Makes it faster. Oh, it's Dwayne Johnson. It wasn't.
You try and
I,
locate
you
some
see, I
potion
only,
shops then.
whenever I hunt, I only ask for a story.
Yes, potion for
Turn.
at least one less potion than what Graham needs.
The deceased.
No,
Tell me a
Okay,
story before I kill you.
no.
Yeah, you can probably stop off at the House Tarasco, House of Healing. They
House
Still-
of Healing.
they do all healing services, potions, etc.
It's got that look to it, hasn't it?
Anyone here, Pyre?
Okay, no, it's a very respectable hospital.
Of course it is.
What? Hospitality's here.
No, that's the mark of hospitality. That's House Galanda. It's completely different.
Right. We buy many health potions.
Okay,
How much have we got?
you've got 100 gold pieces, so that'll buy you. I don't know how much is it. That's healing potion. 25.
50 normally.
I'll say they're 25
So we
because
can have one each.
they're,
Yeah,
they're
okay.
mass produced. They've got their little mark of
So one
authenticity.
minor
on it.
heals.
Yeah.
Oh no, equipment.
2d4.
I've literally just put one minor heal or something.
Yeah.
+4 +2.
2d4 plus 2,
Potion.
then 4d4 plus 4, 8d4 plus 8, and
Maybe.
then 20d4 plus, no, was it 12d4 plus 20?
Yeah,
10d4
because it's
plus-
broken.
Yeah.
Okay.
To the tunnel entrance.
Okay, so you
Travelling montage.
Yep, travelling montage, mostly downwards. You take various kind of stairs, lifts, sky coaches, whatever.
Sky coaches.
It's basically just like a
Flying bus.
not a flying bus, like
Fucking
a
bus.
sailboat
Oh, okay.
that
Oh, right.
flies
That's pretty cool.
downwards mostly.
Well,
So
the
it's
things
more
in,
falling.
in the second Thor film.
Yeah, very much like that,
Nice.
except like crewed by a New York
Oh,
taxi cabbie rather
Talk
than
about
an
dark
elegant
elves.
Guardian.
What? Are they yellow with a guy from a New Jersey accent or something?
Probably. It's more like, where would you go if I travel? More like, where you headed, boy?
I'm flying here. Come
Yeah. Okay, so yeah, you head down to pretty much as low as you can go in Charn without kind of
Oh no.
going underground or falling into the river. Very bottom of Doroshan, in an area known as Malian's Gate. You get to pretty much the slums of Eberron. It's mostly sort of goblinoids down here. Lots of goblins, hobgoblins, bugbears, a few down on the Lux humans, quite a few shifters as well. Generally quite a rough and tumble sort of area, place where you're more likely to get shanked than anything.
Keep your wits about you around here. This is a very dangerous part of the city.
Yeah, you don't.
You might die,
I think I stepped in one.
and there is nowhere to run.
There's always somewhere to
Watch a
hide.
step. What is that on the floor? Oh god.
It's
I
alright,
think
it's just
the
a dead
question-
goblin.
The question is more who.
Sure?
Quite sure.
I'll check the map and find the
I've been down here many times. A lot of my bounties.
easiest way to.
I think it's
Jesus.
faces on
to
the
eat
inside.
2 more food.
Okay, yeah, you
That sounds
get
pretty
to
lovely,
pretty much as
principles.
close as you can, but at the point where you are, there's been so many sort of ramshackle constructions and sort of people knocking through walls and building up walls. You think you're probably going to need a bit of local knowledge to help you find exactly where to go. You find yourself in it's a fairly big open area, which looks like it's a kind of a what could pass for a marketplace down here. The goods on offer could be generously described as trash, mostly. It looks like things that have either been dredged out the sewers or taken off some poor unfortunate that's fallen afoul of a angry bugbear.
You're good with words.
I'll go up to one of the vendors
Mhm.
with the maps. Excuse me, I'm looking for this.
Okay,
I'm going to stand behind him.
okay, you go up to one of the vendors. It's a fairly sort of old-looking goblin. He's got a sort of scar of one eye. He peers at the map and says, "Yeah, I give you 5 coppers for it.
I want to know where this is.
6 copper last offer."
Where is it? And then maybe you can have it.
Okay, it's in your hand. Now gimme.
The location.
Yeah.
Compared to like where the stand is and I am I like that's the stand and I'm like taller than it? Because I want to just like kind of lean over so I'm in his face and just
Yeah, there's no kind of top to stand. It's pretty much he's sat down, thrown open.
so like lean
rag.
over
He's
him
got a
who's
pile of
short and lean
trash.
over like just get face to face and just
Okay, he kind of looks
answer
at
the
you.
question.
Okay, he goes, you're a tall one. I'll give you 7 gold for him.
We accept.
For the dwarf.
No.
7 copper for the
Oh,
dwarf.
you're right.
Oh, for the dwarf.
That was foolish of me. 10. This is right.
Look.
This is bartering, correct?
Okay, the goblin he makes like a sugar pat in his pocket here. I'm shot today, pay you tomorrow. Yeah?
I don't think we
Maybe
can get
I would
answers
pay
from
you a
this one.
visit. I'm sure you've heard of me, and my name is Colathir, the bounty hunter.
Okay, he says, no.
No, I don't think anyone's heard of you down here.
Oh, yes, of course, I never gave out my name.
Shit, I'm just giving it.
Can I like pick him up from like scruff of his back?
Yes.
Just to kind of like in my level, like someone that will help us.
Okay, he kind of rolls his eyes. He goes, you want direction? You buy something. It's all good. He
What have you got?
Gestures. Make a
Give us directions first, and then we'll buy something.
make an investigation check to see what he's got.
2.
2. Well,
I'm not really sure what's on my table, am I?
yeah, you know what it is. You just don't think any of it's any good. It's literally rubbish.
Dwarf will pay you money for whatever's on this table.
I think we just need to talk to someone else.
Alright, we'll go to the next.
Thank you for your time, young goblin.
I just drop it.
Okay, you drop him. He seems fairly nonplussed, like he's fairly used
I
to
wanna
being
give him a look
being
like-
manhandled.
It's like this is like a weird cat.
Okay, you walk away.
Good is. So we'll just go to the next door off Anguish. Preferably not a goblin.
It's like
Okay.
when we had
Make
like,
a
cat.
insight check, everyone.
Ooh, that's a
Inside.
15.
Pretty good roll dice.
7.
That's
7.
con. Between 2 and a natural 20, which is kind of annoying. Ooh, insight.
Yeah.
You only got +1. Oh no, I got 5. 24.
Okay, yeah. Torben, you look around, you see a goblin that seems a lot less filthy than the others and seems to have a somewhat of an air of authority about him. He's kind of, gesturing for other ones to kind of move out the way and whatever.
Are we walking like towards him or from like behind him?
He's got his own stall set
Oh.
up. He's flanked by a couple of bugbears, which seem to be...
I just want to walk up to his stall
seem
and
not
just
doing
kind of
anything.
look over and down. Are you going to be more helpful than the other one?
Okay, he says, I don't know who the other one is, but yes.
I'll point him out and be like, whoever that thing is.
Okay, you point out the other goblin who's currently being picked up by a bugbear and haggling with him, face level.
I'm like, I'll be like, yeah, we've got to.
It's this. We need to know where this is.
Okay, he kind of sort of looks over the map and says, yeah, I know what that is. It's very close. Very close indeed.
Where?
Where?
It is.
It's, shall we say, it's about 100 silver pieces close, eh?
Shall we
Oh,
say
I see
it's
what you're
a
doing here. This
lot
is
closer than that?
If I take 10 steps over there, is it only 99 silver pieces close?
I said, you could walk to the other end of Corvair and back, it'd still be 100 silver pieces away.
So
How
for a hot and
about-
cold situation.
How about it's only 10 silver pieces away?
Make a persuasion check.
I was hoping to do an intimidation.
You said creepy.
You can make an intimidation check, but considering there's two kind of big, heavily armed
Okay,
bugbears
I want
looking
it to
at
be
you
a subtle.
very
I want
closely.
to have a subtle threat, so I want it to be. Let's say that it's only 10 silver pieces away. I want to crack my knuckles and have a little, just a little flash of lightning over them and just.
Okay, yeah, make the intimidate check.
16.
16. He thinks for a bit and says, "No, someone of your caliber, I'm thinking maybe 40 silver pieces. You got long legs."
Can I crack my knuckles and be like cracking a tree branch was...
You'd think at this point you might have diminishing returns if you were to kind of conga line up to intimidate it.
I say, okay, 40 silver seems...
We even have 47.
I've got like 20 gold on me.
Okay.
Five
Do-
gold.
I don't think I did my money, to be honest. To be
there's
fair,
only got rubbers.
I'm a monk hermit, I probably have like a bomb.
I've got 5 gold, so.
Yeah. Okay.
The money's only from your background. If you
Yeah.
choose the money
Yeah,
for your thing,
nice.
that's so you can buy items.
Okay, so do you give him the 4 gold pieces?
Yeah.
Okay, he takes them, he kind of looks a bit surprised and says, I like the colour of your coins.
I've got 10 gold pieces. Rich.
Yeah, he says, yeah, I know exactly where this is. He kind of gives you rough directions. You kind of, sort of take a left here, take a right. If you go past the mouldy troll, you've gone too far.
Moldy troll.
Yeah,
Is that an object or a person?
you'll know when you see it.
I'm intrigued.
Ding.
Moldy troll.
Okay, so do you follow his directions or?
Yes, when you head it in the general direction of his pointy finger.
Directions. The general direction of his directions.
Yeah.
I just say, thank you, good sir.
If you're wrong, we'll be back.
Do ask you again.
Okay, so if you're coming back, you better be buying this time.
I believe that we just bought something.
Well, I ain't going any more information. I've got plenty of wares.
I look down at his wares, what do I see?
You can make a investigation check.
A natural 20.
It's 20. You find a few things that might be of interest. It's all trash, but some of it's slightly better trash. You do find a piece of sort of enchanted cloth that seems to give off faint light. You find.
How much for that?
Okay. He says that. Say 50 copper crowns. 5 silver.
Done. I put another gold piece in his hand.
Okay.
Yeah, you would out of money.
Okay, so
Anything else?
Good. And I rubber.
okay, he nods and says, thank you very much, and oh, by the way, you might want to watch out for them shifters over there. They've been giving you the eye.
I want to look and see.
Okay, yeah, you look over. You do in fact see a kind of pretty filthy looking shifter. He's got like matted hair, dirt all over him. Kind of as you look at him, he just kind of steps back and heads around the corner.
Can we actually tell there's a shift? Is he like shifting in front of us?
No, he looks like, think like
Stuck halfway between two things.
a bit like Sabretooth in the first X-Men
Oh.
film. He looks like a fucking beast, even if he's not
On the
properly
shift is
beasted
like-
out. No.
Sort of like half werewolf or something.
Yeah, kind of.
It's the changelings that change into shit.
Changelings are half doppelganger. Shifters are like half werewolf.
I instantly get like a raging semi. Like, oh, I want to fight.
No.
What?
No.
My semi could knock him out.
Is that a monk weapon?
Yeah. Part of my
It is
body.
now.
To be fair, it's an unarmed attack.
And it's not improvising, he's had practice.
That was the bad guy.
One big full bloody died.
That's what, he was in a porn film, just poof, like that, she died. Just, and that's how he first became a monk.
It's probably like the Thor porn film. He used to call his dick Mjolnir.
Okay.
With his mighty hammer. And when he's summoning the Bifrost. I will leave it there.
Oh dear.
Okay, so as you following the goblin's instructions,
Yeah, we follow the
down.
directions, go via moldy trolls and stuff.
Okay, yeah.
I am, whilst we're moving, gonna still be as perceptive as possible to see if I can see that shifter dude again.
Okay, yeah. As you head away from the market, there's pretty much no light down here, natural or artificial. Most sort of goblinoids and residents of the area can see fairly well in the dark, so you're definitely at a disadvantage here unless anyone's got any
I've got
light
that.
source. You got dark
Yes,
vision.
you got
Right.
60 feet.
Piece of cloth now.
I
as well.
don't think. Oh.
I look at how much light is it emitting? Is it just a shitty amount?
It's probably similar to sort of candlelight, so enough to kind of read by and illuminate by, but
I
not
think
enough
you
to
have
see any
that.
great
I'll
distance.
take it and I'll. Is it long enough that I can wrap it around my forehead?
Probably not quite. It's enough
Just
to kind of go.
Wear it.
I'll just wear it.
Not the corners and wear it like a knotted
Good
hanky.
night, hanky.
Oh, like what do we call it? A bandana sort of thing.
Yeah.
Okay. So
Now all I see is bright light.
So you people could see you coming from a mile off now.
Just
You've
this
got
shiny
a
chrome
shiny
coat.
glowing head.
I just sidestep just a little bit up front and then just carry on walking.
Mm.
What about you? Do you have dark vision?
No. No. Doesn't say I haven't.
Don't believe
It
you.
doesn't say I have, but it doesn't say I don't have it.
Got it in one eye.
I'm saying you know.
Yeah.
I don't say that I don't have it. That doesn't mean that I have it.
Mm. I'm going to say no, I've not got dark vision.
So
It's okay, we can just follow the
Yeah, I'll
gigantic
either way.
light.
squishy
from
mage in
here.
front. Nothing can go possibly wrong
Yep.
from that.
Well, it's either that or the cowardly rogue.
So yeah,
Courage, the cowardly rogue.
yep.
You
Yeah.
can't go in front, no way.
Alright, so it's,
I also don't have any light spells
so who's in front?
because why would I need them?
You two.
No, I'm not. I'm at the back.
Wizard.
Well, you're at
You're
the
at
back.
the back.
Ready to
Yeah.
run.
You want to stay at the back
Yeah.
so you can be picked off.
Well,
And none of us would know.
odd screen.
Yeah. Okay, so
You wouldn't have dance stream.
where are we? Yep. So you head towards the E213 valve cluster. You do see the mouldy troll is a troll that's just lying there. He's got mushrooms growing on him.
Sweet.
Ah,
So,
Wait, we've gone too far.
they were actually being right about something.
And yeah, eventually you do find what seems to be a sort of a grated staircase down with a sort of metal plate above that reads E213.
This is the place.
Are you sure?
Mark it all down.
Yes, indeed.
On the map.
Update the map accordingly. So your mini map has been updated.
Make sure to mark the mouldy troll.
You
No, I
are
need to do
here.
this.
I'm afraid this far down, it's not really anything.
Is there like a
Every time you come
like
here, it's
customer
gonna be
service map that you find in like
It's like a
Possible.
Assassin's Creed.
But for now it's
malls and things like that?
There's not unfortunately.
Oh,
There is a
doesn't say
doorway
you are here.
and a staircase down. This is why I didn't want you playing the centaur. It's like 5 foot wide staircase.
To be fair, I can recognise the centaurs in the thing medium, the small centaurs.
Oh, no, I thought they were large.
No, that's the
It's more of
monster
a
manual
pony.
centaurs.
Ah,
These are the
Or goat.
It's more of a
more like
donkey.
ponytails.
yeah they're only like a 6 foot high, like 6-7 foot high. So.
Right, so who's going down?
Chicken pie.
Who's leading the way? You've got the map, so that must
Yeah,
be
but
you
I'm the-
first.
So
It
you go
is.
first.
Pitch black in here.
I'm at the back, like avoiding things.
Oh, you've got the map.
Yeah, like you can just about see it's like a landing, and then it kind of
Oh.
the staircase goes off down there. There's a bad smell from down here. You can hear
Is it
running
you?
water. You're fairly certain it's some kind of
Are you
sewage
clean?
system.
I'll make the way down.
Okay. You
Slowly. And,
Don't
Carefully.
forget to check for traps.
is there anything about being a rogue?
Because it's on your forehead.
Okay, you make your way down
I'm a map maker, not a rogue.
as you go.
Bay doesn't have a class.
It's just a dwarf and that's it.
Just like an
Is that what
NPC.
this is?
Yeah.
He's a- he's
It's
actually
just
level
like an
0.
NPC.
He traded in his first level for a higher attack bonus mid-maxing.
Have you got like a +1 fountain pen?
So are you all kind of going?
Park a pen instead of a thing.
Okay. As you're going,
There's actually one that you can rub
get
out.
to about where are we? There, and then everyone make a perception check.
Natural 20.
Natural 20.
With disadvantage if you
Oh!
can't see in the dark.
Come on.
That's
What about with my-
You're fine.
Oh, that with my
While we're doing
turban of
perception.
light.
You can see around you.
Yeah.
I was in front of us, so disadvantage.
Well, if he's got... is he wearing the bandana and light?
10.
Yeah,
No.
but
Yeah, but it's like a candle.
Oh.
Yeah. It's very.
okay. Okay.
It helps you for like 15 feet at most.
8.
Okay, so no one notices until he suddenly drops down from a hidden
Not
alcove.
even natural 20.
That 20, yes, you do. Yeah, you notice and sort of get out of the way of.
But you're too scared to say anything.
Yeah,
I was like,
a warforged which kind of jumps down from a hidden alcove. There's a sudden illumination as it uncovers some kind of magical lantern, which clatters to the floor. Everyone, roll me some initiative.
with my seeing it, would I have had enough time to like dive down there? a little bit?
Yeah, I'll say yeah. You have enough time to kind of dive down there. You can see the rest of the sewers.
Natural 20 as well.
Me too.
I got a 20 total.
24.
24.
Do this
What's
now.
your dex?
Probably the same as yours if you got both roll natural 20 and then roll the same.
Yeah, but
19.
in numbers. Oh, shit. Do you know what? I'll let you go first. Because mine's 19 as well.
I'll let you go first because you look like you need to run away.
Yeah, we'll just get you out of the way.
Okay, so let's do some initiatives. That bad boy.
Bad boy, bad boy. What you gonna do?
He's going to attack you.
Okay. As long as I'm
What you gonna do, Mario? Give me a second, we've got too many pieces of paper.
The only time that you're not around so that Hayden can get advantage on his attack.
Thanks, mate.
Selfish.
Little dwarf. Right, so 25 to 20.
24.
20.
24. Dwarf's going first.
I got 20.
Okay, so him down. And then Levitash
14.
14. Okay.
Not bad rolls, really.
Okay, so we're up first.
I'm going to hide.
Gonna hide.
21.
Yeah, you're very.
I'm sinking down, hiding somewhere under there.
You're
Quite
in the
into the-
sewers on
into
your
the
own.
sun.
I'm in the sewers on my own,
Crying.
hiding away.
Are you
I
crying?
find you getting dry humped by some kind of radioactive rat.
Hoping that there's no crocodiles.
So you get
with
dry
silverhawks
home by
in
a
there.
radioactive
Cranium
It's
rats.
too
Just
painful.
gonna kind
Okay,
of rat boy.
Torben.
I'm gonna
Warforged was
fucking
seems
punch him.
like it was wanting to attack the dwarf at the head of the party, who's just disappeared.
I'm gonna punch him.
You punch him.
22 for the first.
22 is a hit.
For 8 points of bludgeoning. Second one is not gonna hit. 8.
8.
Sorry, no, 10.
10. That's still not hit, I'm afraid.
Stairway.
No, you're not going to be able to do anything.
No. Would there be some kind of way that I could possibly? Well, is it 5 feet wide? I'm guessing.
It is 5 feet wide.
Can I, with me being, is this like, are we going down on an incline?
You are going down an incline, yes.
Can I like try and jump over here?
There is a kind of an opening up above where the Warforged jumped down from. So if you want to kind of hop up and around and over,
Like
it, you can,
bush, uppercut, and kind of also jump over him at the same time.
yes, make a that would be acrobatics.
I've shot myself. in the
Fancy
foot.
jumping.
Nope, 22.
22, yeah, no problem. You kind of sort of kip up, bounce off the opposite walls,
Oh yeah.
do a little.
I'm 6 foot. I'm like 6.5 foot.
Yeah, and yeah, over and onto the side.
Nimble. 250 pound.
Next up we have Corthair.
That's me.
Mm.
It is you.
I'm just going to stay here and just ray of frost him.
Okay.
Mm.
Yeah, just over your shoulder, just like,
Let me just press my desert eagle on your shoulder and shoot it.
ooh, that would be an 8 to hit.
That is not a hit.
And it's like,
As you aim at the Warforged, it kind of ducks out of the way of this huge Goliath, leaping over it, and the ray of frost just shoots past its head. Can you do anything else?
Split
Or-
leg in between.
no.
Okay, so Levitash.
Oh, that's not what I was going to do.
Up to the
I'm an
thing.
idiot.
And flanking?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Cool.
boy. We're done.
Good. 19.
is definitely a hit.
Cool.
So Warforged seems slightly less heavily armoured than the one you fought previously.
4 points of slashing.
4 points of slashing, yeah. Managed to strike in between its composite plating.
That's me.
Okay, so the Warforged finding itself,
Surrounded.
yeah, utterly surrounded, tries to do similar to what Tormund did and manoeuvre around down into the sewers. Yeah, no, that doesn't work. Your huge mass just in the way leaves no room for manoeuvring. So instead, it will try and shank you.
Thank you, high protein diet.
What's your armor class?
17.
Oh, yeah, these guys are rolling terribly tonight. Yeah, you managed to sort of use the enclosed space to your advantage, and it just clatters off the wall. Darmok.
Does anybody see anything of where I am?
What did you roll for your stealth to hide?
Like 22.
Nope.
Yeah, Torben,
No idea.
you probably, yeah, you were too late to see Torben. You heard some sort of splashing further down. You assume he's gone.
No, he's dead.
Yeah, you do have
Drowned.
see
Is 13.
another figure standing in the sewer, dressed in red. Do you want to?
Wait,
make-
I see this.
Yes.
I'm from
Do-
where I'm still.
Yeah, they're not making their presence hidden. Do you want to make some kind of local knowledge check, intelligence
Just
check?
straight intelligence.
Yeah,
Or history.
or history. Yeah,
I
haven't
got history.
anything that would be good for knowing local folklore,
I've only got
legends.
this one. Here we go. 18.
18. Yes, you've heard tales of this mysterious character.
Woman. Yeah.
A vigilante who stalks the skyways of Sharn, delivering justice to those who need it.
I don't know this story. This guy's my hero.
Yeah, you thought this person was a story, but before you stands the vigilante hero, Orkman.
Hawkman.
Orkman.
Orc.
Is it?
Really?
Orc, man. Is it just an orc or a half orc? Like he was part orc, part man.
Nobody truly knows.
Oh my fucking god!
Wait.
Name
what?
this one shot, Orkman
The
begins.
Orkman.
That's not right.
Just runs up and he just gets you. I don't know, I've got this. He goes then Orcarang. That's it.
An orc-orang. What?
I'm so confused.
He was bitten by an enchanted orc as a child, I don't
I'm just gonna miss because that's an actual one. It's like, damn it, get out the way, man! I've got this.
Okay.
Am I close enough
ever.
there? Am I close enough there to get like a punch in as well?
Yeah.
So I'll do a bonus action, just try and punch him to the ribs. Then.
What are you?
He's a monk.
Natural 20.
Yeah. Roll that
But he was a
damage.
dwarf.
Yeah.
So
But now he's Orkman.
What? But is he actually
Those-
like an orc?
the bonus action will be don't add me
No,
damage.
just
That's
double.
just 2 points damage.
2 damage.
What? So what? Are you a dwarf? Are you an orc?
Obviously, Darmok ran to get help.
Who knows?
Oh, okay, yeah. Fair
Hey,
enough. I just see
Chris,
Orkman. I'm like, oh, he's real.
Proceed to not care about this situation, I don't know. You can just about hear this gravelly voiced character who's leapt to your aid
And
from
I am
somewhere.
in full.
An unexpected ally in the
And I am
sea.
full anime eyes.
As I take a step forward, and I just like just see a flash of red around the corner, and just like, just shoot it.
Okay.
Thing again. Oh. 12.
He's not hit, I'm
I
afraid.
was like,
Yeah, in the confusion, you failed to connect. Okay, never damage. This is happening.
What?
So I can't see him from around the corner because
so what actual race is
it's dark.
Orkman?
and
Is
I
he
can
an
see
orc?
the guy in front of me. I don't know about this.
Who knows?
I don't know about this.
Where's the mask?
Orkman.
You can probably
But
just
just
about
look
see
behind
that
the
there's
door.
someone else
Yeah,
around
it's
who
like
seems to be
Orkman.
aiding you.
He looks like the height of a human
Yeah.
with a wooden orc mask.
Is he on
16?
16 is just a hit. You find the smallest of weak points
To be fair,
to
that's
slip your
fine.
blade.
Good alter ego if you just
Fine
change
solution.
your race.
change your race, you say?
You son of a fuck.
He's always cheating. Always cheating.
No cheating.
Change me.
Okay, the Warforged,
What the fuck?
yeah, is fighting
Graham, you
like
have too
a
much time on you.
fighting like a dervish. It lets out a long, high-pitched whistle and then turns.
Squeal.
and- It's like,
It's like from Futurama, where he's like, "Oh, you seem to be leaking some coolant there."
Is that what this is? This is that episode where we go to the robot city.
no, it turns and takes a stab at what's your name, Torben.
Torben.
What's your armor class?
Torben.
Is it
17.
12? No. Okay.
Is it 12?
Is it 12?
I can live and hope that one day one of my
Yeah, what?
NPCs may hit you. No, he's completely useless. But I'm going to say, yeah, Torben and Orkman make a perception check.
I'm sorry, can you just say that sentence again?
Torben the Orc.
Torben and Orc, man. I see a
I
spin-off campaign. 9.
9. Okay.
Percolating in your little brain.
Yep. You two. You can hear a sort of a steady rumble and a kind of. You realise there's several valves that are kind of just shooting sewage into sort of the
Dark
sewage
is probably
system
getting
from there.
covered in sewage right now.
Is he?
Probably, yeah.
Probably.
Okay.
I'm sure.
So
Lucky last where he went.
the Warforged we have Orkman.
Put the short sword and just go for a
Yeah.
stab.
Can you tell me like his short sword is like?
15?
Does it even? Oh, where
not
we
hit. I'm
go?
afraid the kind of Orkman will stand
Go for a punch as
around.
well. Then.
Yeah.
It's because they've got Goliath in play.
Yeah.
not very practical.
It-
because
it's
every
crap.
single-
0 man.
17 is a hit, yeah.
So another 3 points of damage.
Okay. Warforged.
The incredible Oscar.
Cauliflower, Warforged are looking very badly injured right now.
That was me.
Still up, yeah.
I was looking at him, just like, I'm not really sure what is actually going on anymore. But just to go again.
Yeah.
It's getting better.
Yeah.
Just one at a time.
14.
Still not a hit, I'm afraid.
That's-
What you thought was the
These-
Warforged was just a
these-
bellowing cloak.
Pesky
Nevertheless.
Warforged.
That's me.
Yeah.
16
16, just a hit again.
for 10.
Yeah, that's plenty. As it's reeling from the assault from behind, from the strange masked figure and the huge Goliath, you exploit its advantage and drive your blade through it.
Are we out of initiative now?
No.
Oh.
What do you
I was going to question it, but there's no point, is there?
I'm dead now.
Yeah, I just plunged the sword into
Was it
my
that and I
Okay.
plunged the sword into my chest. No. Yeah, I just plunged the sword deep into where its heart may be.
Okay, yeah, you
Wherever it is.
find a sort of a gap in its like neck where it's more sort of loose, fibrous bundles of
Yeah.
something, and just drive your sword straight through.
And as I move forward, I see Orkman here,
Yeah.
and I sort of prepare myself for an attack because he's not somebody I recognise.
Okay.
You've probably heard of Orkman.
Not as much as me.
No.
Remember
Like,
when we was kids and I had
kind of-
posters in my
What
room?
am I making?
Some kind of intelligence, knowledge-y thing, or knowledge history if you got it, or
Where's history?
Fuck's sake.
+1. 7.
7. No. This person looks ridiculous.
No,
You know,
I'm
You've
gonna.
probably at least seen the comic book on the stands before, but you don't actually see it.
It's like one of those like Penny Dreadful kind of
I want to be a superhero.
publications.
I'm gonna take a defensive stance and prepare for an attack. See
Okay.
what it does.
Right. Okay, yep, the attack comes not upon you, but on Orkman. Two shifters have crept up on you in the fracas in the melee. So, what is Orkman's AC? Right, that
What
dice is
is
going away because
Hawkman?
I don't even care what it is. It's 1 and a 2. So
That's
yeah,
a miss.
you spin around, definitely deflect their.
You roll
their
better as
blows.
a player.
Saying something.
He rolls a lot of ones, so I don't know if he does.
Yeah. Okay, so back to Hawkman. You've been assailed from behind.
Turn around, face the first one.
Yep.
Go for his slash with the sword. It's 19.
19 is definitely a hit.
It's 7 points slashing damage. And I also follow up with a punch to the face as I'm doing that.
Well, these are shifters.
So
aren't
that's
They are.
11.
11 is not a hit.
That'll do them.
Dodge that. What was the first damage? Sorry.
7.
7. Okay. Torben.
Can I try and
If you
maneuver,
slip round,
just like to there if I can?
you'll need to make acrobatics or similar to dodge past the shift.
Athletics. Oh, yeah, that should do it. 24.
Yep, no problem. As you sort of swing it in with the attack, you pirouette round a corner and out of the way. So, Torben, you're up.
I kind of take a second and like after watching over one of my many favourite folk heroes and be like, oh my god, my grog is showing. And I get all giddy. And can I see from here, is this just like sewage shite, pretty much?
Pretty much, yeah. It's all
Um,
flowing
I
that
just
way.
want to like run up. So I just want to like run up to this guy then and just try and punch him so hard that he.
Yeah, you're shoving him.
No, I'm gonna punch him, but just hope that it's with enough force.
Okay.
Sparta kicking.
17.
17 is a hit. Not very heavily armoured at all.
Awesome. That's 7 points of dodging into the first.
Nice.
Bonus.
Certainly staggered him a bit.
11.
11. Not hit, I'm afraid.
Nope.
Just barely manages to
I
dodge
do the
away from
massive
the
punch
attack.
for the first one, and I miss on the second because I'm too busy looking at Orkman and trying to get his approval. Like, did you see that?
You're like, notice me, please.
Notice me, senpai.
Okay, Collar there. The fight continues.
What was that? Well.
Me?
Over his shoulder.
Okay, Frost should be able to hit these.
22.
Yeah,
Hooray!
These ones. For 7 points.
7 points. Okay,
And his
That's
movement is slowed by 10.
Ray of Frost. That's okay. Okay, your Ray of Frost. He falls back
To death.
very, very slowly,
His
floats
movement,
away.
movement is slowed to death.
Yeah, slowed to 0 forever.
And then, so that was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. How deep is the water?
Not very deep, only sort of a foot maybe,
Was it?
but it counts
Just
as difficult
really
terrain
walking
to
this-
move in it.
Sploosh.
No, never tash. It does smell you filthy.
No, I don't.
Yeah, I can move through ally space,
Yeah, you
can't
can,
I?
yeah.
So I can get to there. Right. I see Orkman and I see the shifter. I'll attack the shifter first. Nope.
No,
No, I won't. No.
no,
No.
sure.
Yeah, that was a 2.
Okay, yeah. Okay, you somewhat confused. You're not sure if you should commit fully when there's this strange red-robed figure behind you.
Yeah.
Yeah, you missed the shifter. The shifter at this point, seeing that the tide has very definitely turned against him, withdraws from combat.
I get an attack of opportunity.
No, he's disengaging.
Oh.
He snarls at you all before turning tail and cheesing it off into the darkness.
He
So,
seems nice.
Anyone-
As soon as he disappears, can I see if there's anyone other targets around?
You have a look around, there doesn't seem to be any more.
I immediately stealth
Okay,
disappear. 11.
Okay.
Actually, I'd have to move first. We're gonna
Yeah.
move.
yeah.
I know he's behind me.
5, Yeah. What's
you
that
can't
way?
go. That's iron bars. You can't get that way.
There is nowhere for you
No,
to go.
dive into the
Go.
water.
No, I can come out.
Oh my god!
I'm pretty sure we're going to see that.
Come out of the dwarf.
We're gonna dive into the water and like
Oh,
as I'm under the water, stealth
Okay.
to disappear.
I'd say the water's thick and murky enough that you can pretty much disappear.
And you've also
Orcman
got like cholera
disappears.
also.
He does like Batman, but more amateurish and disgustingly.
I was hoping for us to disappear underwater, but you just see a bit of a. So he's in the water.
Okay, so what do you
I was
want to do?
watching you the whole time. I was like, "Where's Rockman?"
I just look at Orc and just go in the water and was like,
Just see him
He
floating away like a
he
big red
effectively
turd.
went in the water next to you.
yeah. I just look at it, I'm just like,
All you see is me just going.
come back. Is there anything on this shifter that's in front of me?
Okay, you head up, catch up to him, you sort of rifle through.
Yeah, I got a 17 on investigation to
Come back! You're one of my heroes!
How many times can you do that?
buckets.
Okay,
You like that?
these shifter, you search around, you find pretty much all he's got is a leather pouch with 5 gold pieces in. It looks very much
That
like
puts me back up to me.
someone's either given it to him or he's stolen it, compared to how disgustingly tatty the rest of his kind of clothing and appearance is. This pouch is fairly nice and new. Coins are fairly shiny.
So
Can anyone see down here?
I have a feeling that his friend that got away will be coming back with more friends, so we should probably make haste.
Okay.
I don't think we're missing anyone in our group.
There's been enough time. How
No.
long's it been for him searching for the stuff? You
No.
probably just hear just like a little noise around the corner here. It's like, is it right to come out now? Is it?
No.
Do you get it?
Yes, it is Darmok.
You don't know. The way seems clear down here. Is everything okay down there?
Yes,
Yes.
Orcman came and saved the day.
Just be careful.
What,
There's
man?
another
I've
one
heard of it. Really? He's down here?
dressed in red.
Indeed, he is.
Seems a lot more
to
deadly
see him
than
someday.
you.
Something
Well, he's
of a
not very
hero.
good at hiding, so you probably be able to.
He is one of my heroes.
Did we? Because he only rolled an 11 on stealth, did we see him swim off in that direction?
I'm going to say
My
everyone.
passive perception is 13.
Yes.
Seeing as he went underwater and then just proper just Olympic swim.
It's not that deep.
Yeah. And then after he got to like here and then just gave up and just walked up.
Yeah. There's
That's
also the fact
everything.
that Darmok is kind of dripping wet and absolutely reeks.
I do, with that, obviously, I would clearly now be actually looking like a dwarf, not clearly as Orcman is at like 6 foot tall human.
That is true. There's no way around that.
I know I did run away and dive into the.
Oh,
yeah.
Anyway.
That's true.
And I just say to
There's an airtight alibi.
I say to him, you surely saw him. He came right past you.
I saw a blur.
Please tell me you
There
saw
was
him.
a
Did he
blur
kick you
going by.
into the water?
I need to meet
No, I
him.
dived in there to get away.
I need him to know how much of an inspiration he is on my fighting career.
Oh, I think he already knows.
Okay.
No, I've not seen him yet. I've not managed to tell him. I've only just seen him.
I saw a blur, it's like go run past me. I thought it was one of the creatures that attacked us.
He has no idea how happy he makes me feel.
Worst hero ever.
Okay. Well, Darmok has conveniently
I'm
found
wholly
exactly where you need to go.
excited right now.
So he was obviously up to very important things, searching around.
Can I inside check Dharma?
No, you don't need to.
That was a D8 anyway.
I know it was.
Is that we don't need to because we know? Or,
No, because it's clearly a different species he's talking
Yeah.
to.
yes, but we also live in a city where we know the things that have, like changelings live.
Yeah.
Yeah. Also, he's got mad psychic powers, so.
Also, I rolled a 22.
Well, so he's already read his mind, just going.
He knew like
Yeah.
days ago.
Yeah.
I've got 20 natural 20 on deception though.
Alright, I've read your mind anyway, so.
I'm constantly thinking, I'm not him, I'm not him, I'm not him.
Even when you're out Orc Man.
Oh my god. Just thinking like the same mental voice.
It's more that he can just like sense the aura of the same
internal
team.
monologue for two different. What is your voice sound?
Yeah.
Whereas I don't. Every time I don't have object permanence when it comes to people. So every time you disappear, I'm just like I just assume that you've stopped existing.
It's okay. We can't see us if we don't move.
Why wouldn't you tell me? You're supposed to be my half brother.
So anyway, you've
Spoil the
found
surprise.
where you need to be going.
That makes sense.
Oh, we've got a letter all right, have we?
No need.
Oh,
Because Darmok has conveniently found the right
Oh.
passageway.
well done.
It's fairly obvious.
Also, I didn't want to tell you because I know how much you hero worship him.
No, that was out of character because
Oh, right.
He
I
doesn't
don't
know.
know.
Also, that.
Ortman's like one of my. He's like one of the Avengers to me.
Also that.
For all I know, he's probably the
Onward.
only Cape Crusader. But I don't care.
Yeah.
Okay.
For vets.
So yeah, you head onwards, trying to avoid standing in the sewers as much as possible.
I'll avoid going in there, it's very sticky.
Yeah, you're covered in it.
Yeah, because I dived in to get away from that Warforged.
Okay, so yeah, you come across this large circular hatch set into the tunnel wall. It's engraved with arcane runes. In the middle, you see a sort of glowing sort of mithril sigil, identical to the one that was on the front of the journal that you recovered.
I'll mark it on the map.
Okay. Yeah, it's very kind of glowy and probably magic.
Take the book out.
You
and
should
see what
touch it.
happens.
We haven't got a
Why should I touch it?
Yeah.
Your magic.
You've got the map. You
What
touch
does
it.
that have to do with anything?
Oh. It's magic.
You touch
So
it.
you think that magic people just touch magic things because magic?
Yes.
You touch it.
Well, the logic is.
What's the worst that could
To be
happen?
fair, even non-magical people touch things, and it gets them into serious trouble.
You've got like 1,000,000 hit points. You touch it.
Less than you.
That's a good point. You've got quite a sack of hit points for a dwarf. I don't know why I know the card on top in the first place.
Why? How much has he got?
One less than me.
11.
Yeah, which is the same as me.
Because he's a monk.
Yeah, but you're small, aren't you?
Well, if it was as easy as just going in there, then there's absolutely no reason why it wouldn't have been found already. So there must be some.
Is there anything around the doorway, door frame?
Put yourself in front of the door as you're investigating it.
Investigating it. We'll kick the dwarf to the front.
So there's
Through the door, through the door.
doors that sewer that you kind of clustered around. It's kind of set into the wall there. That's kind of the other way around. So the viewers at home can see.
In that case, I'll be like you.
Speak, friend, and enter.
Melon.
I watched that last night.
Is there anything around the door frame? Like any sigils, a button, hidden button that may...
Doorbell.
Nothing as obvious as like a handle or anything. There are hinges on it, so you would assume that it does open.
I'll knock on the door and say peace if deliver it to me with music.
Housekeeping!
Has anyone actually made an investigation on the door yet?
I'll make
Someone
it.
should probably investigate.
I'll do that.
What about the door? Just in case.
15.
No.
12.
11.
15.
Okay. Yeah, Darmok, your keen dwarvish eyes. You see that the
They are
stonework sort of around the front of the door, sort of on the paved bit where you're standing, seems sort of pitted and scarred.
Does it look like they're like combinations of when you've touched them, is it?
No, it looks very much like kind of very extreme kind of erosion damage.
So I suppose we can break in them just by hitting it out of the door.
What?
it's damaged.
No, the floor in front of the door is damaged. The door itself is kind of, despite looking very, very old.
Does it look like something's like
Pretty much
tried
so.
to crawl through?
No, it looks more like some kind of acidic trap has been set off.
Oh yes, it's look up.
Put dwarf in front of it. Check for traps.
How do you do that?
Anyone can check for traps.
Does anyone want to check?
Just either
to see if
perception
the
or
door is
investigation.
trapped?
I will check
Mine's not
for
very
traps.
Perception or investigation?
Perception 15.
I'm telling you, I'm not a rogue. I don't check for traps. I draw maps.
Don't make rhymes. This isn't the time.
I still believe you're a rogue.
But you're the only one that knows the truth.
I know.
We just
It's not his secret to reveal.
he's going full Harvey Dent.
Can we trust him?
So what are you doing with this door then? It's sitting there stubbornly not being open.
So what we actually found is the door has got markings on it. It doesn't have markings.
No, the door.
Wait. Everybody take a step back. Just to,
I'm
the,
not
doing
to
it
the
in
other
the-
side.
Like
I am
in the,
wading in shit right now.
Yeah.
Like literally just to the other side of the place. I would like to use Mage Hand to touch the door.
Okay. Yeah, you use Mage Hand, you touch the door, nothing.
There's no like handle or anything, is there?
No, no.
I touched the central like glyph thing.
Yeah, nothing's really happening. It's just, it's sitting
What's
there, the
that?
door. You don't think the Mage Hand would probably be strong enough to open this big round metal door.
It requires more strength than I can use with this hand.
Why is it always a door that's the greatest villain?
I don't know.
So what do you do? It's just sitting there,
Just give up.
mocking you.
Well, we tried, guys.
Reporting to the proper authorities.
Does these sigils look like they could be pushed in a pattern to open the door or anything?
No, the central sort of House Kenneth sigil is conspicuously kind of glowing to indicate that it's some kind of House Kenneth something, but apart from that, it's
We don't have
just
the journal
single solid.
anymore,
No, we haven't got. They didn't give us anything. To
Maybe you have to be a member of the house to get in. But she would have known that when she has to come down here, though, surely.
And they didn't give us anything. We kept the journal, didn't we?
No.
No.
No,
Okay. She took it back.
Well, luckily I've got a severed head now.
The sigil that's there, does it look like it's got a recess behind it? Like it could be.
No, it looks like a solid circular metal door. It looks like it's kind of hinged in the middle, and then the sigil's just kind of,
Oh, they meet in the middle.
yeah.
It looks like acid drops from the top,
Can't
from
see
above
any.
the door.
Can't see any acid dispensing mechanism. The roof of this sewer tunnel just seems to be standard sewer tunnel.
Can I send the Mage Hand up there to see if it's a false ceiling or something?
It just
I just like send it to feel around like the door edge or anything.
no, you don't find anything.
Take my long sword.
Mm-hmm.
How does the door open? Is it like a latch?
So like that.
Yeah, from what you can tell, it's kind of
The lock on it is
it's
there.
two half circles that kind of would open either inwards or outwards. Probably inwards from what you can tell.
No, but like the door knob itself, is it like?
There's no-
There's no
Why-
knob. It's just
Yeah,
a
there's no knob.
Yeah.
It's literally just.
flat door.
I take the sword.
Hatch.
I take my sword and I push one of the doors.
Okay. Anyone in particular, or just you're over there
Yeah.
poking the door?
Yeah. The
I
left
just,
door.
I just feel that this is a thing that has not been found for ages,
Yeah.
and if it was as simple as just pushing the door open, that wouldn't have been the case.
Is
I
this
know,
a dead
but-
end?
No, the tunnel carries on, but this is very definitely where the map intends that you should be going behind this door.
Just carry on soon.
And this is like a lost thing that's been lost for ages.
Yes.
Maybe we can't actually get
See,
in
this is
through
the
here.
thing.
That's the point. Maybe we just carry on going and find somewhere else. It's not really a simple case.
Yeah.
Just go in.
Maybe it's a one-way door. This is an exit rather
There's a
than
way
an
that
entrance.
there is a way that you can get in.
It's
That
like the Skyrim.
if we actually had a way of getting in, then it wouldn't be very. Let's say, it wouldn't be a lost thing, would it? Because anyone could just fucking.
I'll say make a perception check as you all look around.
14.
8.
11.
13.
13. Okay, so that's enough for. Wait. What's your character like?
Colour here.
That's it, colour there. As you're kind of looking around there, you notice just a bit further down the tunnel there appears to be what looks like sort of a bag of tools and such. It looks like someone's started to sort of unpack them.
What tools?
But no one else is it?
General kind of hammer, chisel, crowbar, breaking into things kind of with brute force.
Thieves'
sort of
tools.
Going
tools.
to work on this door.
Probably not thieves' tools, more just
More like we've got
Breaking
No,
into
it's not
the,
thieves' tools. Thieves' tools.
yeah, more like we've got a big door that we need to get through
Yeah.
Okay.
with brute force
Okay.
kind of tools.
Okay. Do I see anyone around this bag? Like any corpses or anything?
Apart from the 3 that you left further down the tunnel, though.
So it's probably them.
Seems like a good assertion.
How busy does this sewer look? Looking at the ground, is it how busy does it look traffic-wise? Is it well travelled or?
If you have a look around the ground, you see several sets of footsteps kind of coming where you've gone, but none further than the sort of the bag of tools. It looks like there's a kind of a layer of slime, really. It doesn't look like anyone.
Plus, it looks
there's
like
any
it gets
foot
to the
traffic at
door
all.
and then it stops and then.
Yeah, basically it looks like the Warforged and the 2 shifters kind of came down around this area, but they didn't go anywhere else. It doesn't look like anyone else has been here either.
Perhaps check down there because one of us go.
I
You'll go
suggest
the wrong way.
one with dark vision.
oh, it's too dark and I can't see shit.
I'll come with you, but don't you have dark vision?
Oh yeah, but I don't really want to see things down here.
Oh,
Yes, but my eyes are closed.
Yeah. I'm very short-sighted. It comes from looking at maps all day long.
hmm.
You can't hurt. Let's all go.
Okay.
So we'll go and
Oh,
check further down. See if there is.
We're
That's
okay.
right. Still
Yeah,
there.
just check see if there is anything else further down.
Okay.
It looks like there's not been enough.
No, you get a bit further down, and again, similar to where you came in, there's just sort of an iron grating.
No, this is definitely not like a decoy entrance.
Mm.
Or something.
Well, why don't we use them tools and just... There's a door. We make another door next to it.
Go ahead, you're a dwarf. That's what you do, isn't it?
I reckon we use one of those.
I use a pen.
That's going to take you a lot longer.
The reason why that acid was there because the person who ever owned them tools tried this once and then dissolved.
Hmm.
It
Which
doesn't
is
look
why
like
his tools are here and.
ever been used.
Oh really?
It looks like
Well,
you've-
they're probably gone as well. Oh,
Well,
Let's make a door next to the door.
I say whoever's got the most hit points goes and tries opening the door.
That'll be
Maybe,
me.
maybe the
That's a
strongest
good one,
person.
yeah.
I've got 12 hit points.
Oh, just walk by one.
Mm.
Sorry.
You seem pretty strong as well, so here's the pickaxe.
I'll try and open the door.
Okay. What, you brute forcing it open, or
Is there crowbar or
yeah, there's a
something?
crowbar.
I'll try it with that.
Yeah, make a strength check with advantage.
8.
Okay. As you kind of jam the crowbar into the gap and kind of lever it, you'll need to make a dexterity save as the symbol of Kenneth kind of starts to glow brighter and brighter and then turns a sickly green.
Natural 20.
Okay, yeah, you realise exactly what's going to happen, quickly step out of the way and it kind of just sputters acid sort of all out in front of you. Most of it just lands in the sewer water. A few drops kind of
Where were
splash
you when
on
I needed
the,
to open the door?
splash on the.
So again, well, I say we use the rest of the tools to make a door next to the
Yeah.
door.
After this, though, the symbol does stop glowing and
Oh,
goes very dim. There is still a very faint trace of magic, but it
If-
looks like it's been
Now's
expanded.
the chance. Let's try it again.
Can we try it again?
Yeah, you certainly can.
With advantage?
Yes, the strength advantage.
Natural 20.
That's 20, yeah. That's fine. You quickly get in before the glyph has a chance to recharge and put all your might behind it. There's a kind of a crack and a clonk and bits of rust fall down. Then with a creak, these two doors sort of swing open and inwards. Yeah.
That's the sound of the crowbar breathing.
Quick, in.
Scurry.
For more acid.
I'm wondering.
Slowly.
Make a perception check before you wander in.
Eek.
No, we're back to 9.
21.
9.
6. No, because I like that one.
So, make a dexterity save as you quickly hurry in, revealing that it doesn't open up into any kind of room, it's a vertical shaft.
Quick, inside!
I just look and I was like, don't.
15 minus 1, 14.
14, that's
Fall to your death.
not quite enough to avoid falling altogether. You do manage to soften somewhat of the blow, take 5 points of damage as you fall.
It's good.
Sort
It's
of-
just enough for your hands.
You fall just about just over 10 feet before you hit sort of a slope of gravel and
I
broken
just looked down
rock.
and was like, are you okay?
Fine, thank you.
How far? Oh, I can see how far. Oh, dark vision. I was like,
This far.
Yeah.
Is there a bottom?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it kind of bottoms out. So it goes down about sort of 15 feet and then there's about 10 feet of slope and then there's ground in front of that.
Does it carry on?
Yes,
there a way
then, well, you don't have dark vision.
No, but I
You-
feel like I can feel.
You can feel there's not a wall in front of you. It feels like a big open space, but it's just blackness.
It carries on down here, but I can't see.
Can't see, can't see, can't see.
I say the other way.
Who's down there with you?
I'll
Maybe it's that wall then.
I'll make my way down carefully. And is it possible to like hang off the edge?
Yeah, if
and
you
then
know,
just slide down.
yeah, if you know it's there, it's easy enough to drop yourself down without.
I
taking
just
any
like
damage.
say, why didn't you do that?
I don't know.
I want to channel one of my inner heroes and try and just superhero landing.
Sure, do you want to make a
Sure.
acrobatics to do a
Super
cool
landing's right
landing?
after the knees.
That was
Natural one. Okay, you go do the super
I'm
landing.
gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. And I just like trip over my foot and just arse over the tip.
Yeah, you would have done it if it were a flat ground, but you kind of land on a slope, tip forward, and end up sort of rolling a few
I like
times.
land at everyone's feet, but like on my face. Just
Yeah.
well done.
at least he wasn't here to see that. Right.
As far as you know.
Yep.
Right.
Yep. Will you not take damage from that?
We're done.
No.
Psychic damage, yes. Only my pride.
Take emotional damage.
You staying up there?
Okay.
I'm making my way down.
Yeah.
Down.
Okay, so you'll make your way down. I'll say for the sake of convenience, someone remember to bring that lantern that the Warforged dropped, so you actually have a
Yes.
source
Yes.
of light.
Not me.
Didn't even
That
do
would
it.
have been clever.
Not me, because I definitely am the kind of person who would think
Would
I
the
can see
lantern
perfectly
give
fine,
off-
so everyone else can.
Would the lantern give off better light than the headband?
Yes,
Then
massively.
I will just be like instead, so I don't look like a shining
That was
golden
a-
beacon.
That was a gift.
I've still got it, just not on my head. Crying out.
You enter a cavern that looks like the more of a purple worm.
No, it's definitely not
Festering
fleshy
and
or
digested.
slimy or anything. It's dry and it's kind of
Purple
Nam?
art. Looks like a purple worm with menopause. You said Nam?
It is.
God.
no. You sort of head in a bit, and then as you lift the lantern, You reveal what appears to be a large worked stone cavern. You see the sort of the crumbled ruins of what looked like used to be walls and buildings and whatever, but the whole place seems to be in ruins.
Any markings or anything, or they're just withered and old?
No, there is some rubble, dust, a few mushrooms growing here, but apart from that, it's just ruins.
Is there just one way in? It's like one tunnel still.
That you can see, it's it opens up for even further still. Like I say, the lantern illuminates, what was it, 30 feet in front of you, and another 30 feet of kind of shadowy dimness, and then it extends even further still.
Your map doesn't. You don't know where you're going from now, do you?
Is this on the map?
There is a rough kind of sketched out bit. You can sort of look at it and think, okay, so if that sort of crumbled down half the wall used to be that building, and that column used to be part of that building, you can just about kind
Is
of...
there any indication on the maps like where the archive thing would be we were looking for?
Yeah, the forge in question that you're looking for would probably be sort of a few hundred feet, sort of straight and off to the right a bit.
If you want to take me, I'll stand directly behind you.
Okay, so we got a marching order.
Dwarf then me,
I'll stay at the back this time.
because I've got a light.
I'll stay behind you. I'll stay in the middle.
Yeah, sure.
So could everyone make a perception check as you're proceeding
Let's
in this
use
cavernous critical room space?
10.
22.
Yeah, 10.
14.
6.
Okay, so it's only...
Nope.
It's gone.
Torben.
Only Torben, yeah, that realises that the kind of the faint sort of background noise that you've been hearing is getting a bit louder. What you thought was just kind of sort of the echoing of sort of rocks being moved around by you sort of manifests as a kind of a scuttling, chittering noise which gets louder and louder. You see on the peripherals of the lantern a fairly large movement along the floor, which you realise is a huge mass of beetles coming towards you. So you're the only one not surprised by this.
Woo.
So everyone roll some initiative.
Why am I not surprised? Let's use my rocket dice.
Not bad initiative. Looks like I got everything else.
25 to 20. No. 20 to 15.
17.
15.
So Corthaia's on top and Torben. Then we've got 15 to 10.
14.
14. Less than that.
7.
7.
Should yours be 13? No, -1 initiative.
I've got plus nothing.
Okay, so Torben, you're up first. Everyone else is surprised.
Oh, okay. Wait,
Stop
are
trying to cheat.
They
are
are.
we, is this like all open?
I'll say we've got some. They're coming out of from sort of like pile of sort of ruins and rubble.
And we're like
crap.
going this way, they're coming from.
You're heading that way. They're
Okay.
coming sideways on that. Yeah.
Hmm.
So we've got some more rubble over here.
Can I... Would alerting everyone so they are not surprised take my action?
We'll assume that you're part of that's what you're doing. You can also make an attack and whatever. There's no way to remove surprised from
No, okay.
people.
That's fine.
So
I
you'll
will-
get a go, Beatles will get a go, and everyone else will.
I
Resume.
will... I'm just going to... I'm just going to throw a dart first.
Okay.
18.
That definitely hits a huge mass.
For 9 points of piercing damage.
9 points piercing damage. Okay. you throw it, beetles fly everywhere. It doesn't seem to have a huge effect, but
Don't
still
want
several
to
of
get
them are
closer just in
dead.
case.
You move.
No, I'm going to stay.
Okay,
I'm just going to not bother with.
beetles come pretty much straight that way, swarm over you two. They're kind of getting in your shoes, they're coming up your legs, they're nipping, they're biting. What's the armour class of Dharma?
17.
Okay. Yeah, you manage to kind of quickly sort of kick them off and brush them off and avoid taking any amount of damage. Unfortunately, Torben, you're not quite so lucky as you're shouting out a warning and making an attack. Several of them are kind of carpeted basically from your sort of your thighs downwards. It's quite painful. They're biting, they're nipping. You take. Alright. You take 10 points of piercing damage.
Oh shit!
There's blood all over you.
Yeah.
So back to the top collar there.
I, after seeing this, would like to go, oh, that's tricky.
Into the third
Would
swarm. I joke.
Would I be able to hit them without hitting them?
Yes, you would. Yeah, there's still enough kind of all around them on the floor.
I was looking, I was like, and just ice them.
Okay. Which one's the one on?
One on
Darmok or
this guy.
Okay.
15
That is a hit.
for 1 point of cold damage, and the speed is reduced by 10.
That is great.
Another stuff.
Really great. Okay, so
I tried.
Torben.
So are they like? Now they're frozen, are they just stuck on me, or are they still fidgeting? But
They're moving, but slowly. You could probably if you moved, they kind of you'd be able to kind of kick them off and get out of the horrible, painful, biting swarm.
So if I just go onto there,
Yeah.
then can I just take a step and then also just like as if fall off, just like stab?
Yeah,
On
yeah,
it.
pretty much. Take lots of big stomping steps. Alright.
10.
10 to hit is not, I'm afraid. Scuttling around.
I'm going to use my bonus action to charge my potion.
Sensible.
Very
Very
Because
Ouch. Ooh.
I am back to normal. 2 4.
So I've seen half brother
Swarmed.
swarmed,
Yes.
bitten, gone ow,
Yeah.
and
Moved out of the way.
Moved out of the way,
Shoved my
tried to
potion.
yeah. I'm gonna try and hit them with my hand axe, but I'm gonna do it so it's like the flat of the blade and
Squash them,
just like
yeah.
try and squat. So I get advantage.
No, they
They've
cannot
got
be
enemy
flanked.
unoccupied.
Oh, they can't be flanked?
No,
Yeah.
they're kind of. They don't really face a direction. They're just a pile
It's
of
not
beetles.
one
Oh,
thing you face,
Yeah.
is it?
What's that? 14?
Yeah. That's a hit. Smash away.
6 for 5.
Okay, again, doesn't seem to be very effective. You squish several beetles,
Yeah.
but there are dozens of them.
That's all I can do.
Okay, the beetles are going to swarm at you as you are smashing away at them. They're going to swarm upon you. And they, what's your armour class?
18.
They are unfortunately going to bite away for 9 points of damage.
Oh, I'm unconscious.
Okay, the ones on Darmok are continuing to attack you. Again, you're somehow, despite being a mild-mannered dwarven cartographer, just knock these beetles away as they're coming at you. So
Almost like
Darmok,
you've got monk-like reflexes.
what do you do? Beetles all over.
I'm going to be in a massive panic. I'm making very exaggerated stamping on the ground. It's like, get off. But actually, it's like, yep, hit there.
Okay.
So, 13
Yeah, it's a hit. It's not hard to hit this
Yeah.
pile of beetles.
for 7 points damage on the first one, and on the second. Oh, now we're 20.
This is how we all die. isn't it?
Beatles.
3 points of damage.
Yeah.
3, okay.
Why is it 3?
Oh. Because it's bonus action, you add your.
You do for a
Do.
long.
Oh,
Or it's
yeah.
just
Yeah.
normal
So
Hold
it's
on, sure.
7.
7 again.
That's only when you do
Better.
dual wielding, as any other person.
Okay, Cauliflower. Exactly.
I see the paladin has been felled by the beast, and I give this extremely pained look on my face. It looks like this, and
Okay then.
I just point at the beetles again. Oh, that hit. Yeah, that hits for
Yeah.
lots.
It's more than 12.
3 points of cold damage, and their
Okay.
speed is reduced to by 10 again.
Okay.
Not cumulative. No, because it ends at my start of my turn.
Okay, so Torben, Beatles have downed your half-brother
Yeah.
adopted in-law.
I chuckle to myself and laugh and spite. Can I still like stamp on the ones that fell him?
Yeah, absolutely.
13.
Is
That
it?
just hits for,
For some reason, they're all on your groin.
for 9 points of bludgeoning.
Okay.
And the second one,
At that, the swarm kind of dissipates.
can I say I attack the other one then? I help.
Yep, you can.
So that's 21
Yeah.
These are in your groin as well. Just kicks you.
for 7 points.
7 points. Okay. Levitash.
Just kicking and waiting. That's a fail.
Ooh, wait.
Thankfully, you're not being bitten by beetles. But
Oh, yeah,
Darmok
it's-
is actually,
Some of that fun.
yes, being beaten by beetles.
They call them the million hit points that you're about to
Okay, 8 points damage.
Used to about 3.
He'd be fine.
Darmok.
Going to scream in a very girly fashion
Yeah.
and stamp on him again.
I can't wait to
Natural
find
one.
out. I can't wait
Okay.
to find out that you're one of my heroes. This is not going to go well.
14.
Is a hit.
That's 7 points damage to him.
Yeah, that's enough to just send all the remaining beetles scattering. Okay.
I go up to
Left.
down paladin and just
Levitash is not looking too good.
feed him a
Bit
potion.
of potion.
I'm also going to just go
5
down.
points.
Thank you. Or that thing where I stick my hand out to help you up and then pull you about a quarter of the way and just let go again. I'll take 5 points of damage.
Okay.
Thank you. I forget your name all the time.
Colathir.
Colathir.
The second time I won't actually help you up though. No, okay.
Much appreciated.
Pussy.
Okay. So are you continuing on?
Why did no one
Terror.
help me?
I did.
I
No,
fell
you
over.
needed to,
Thank
obviously, because you managed to help. You see, the courage was inside you all along.
I don't like that. No, don't like it at all. Let's go.
You handled yourself very well,
I saw nothing.
No,
with expert precision.
no.
Okay, Darmok, you recall that on the map there was mention of a temple which may provide some kind of respite for your injured companions. If you care to
I'd
point
like
it
to take a
out.
long rest.
So, the map says there's a temple here. There's a save point above it. Perhaps this is called the temple save point.
Yeah, it's full of healing items. You know the boss is after it.
Yeah. We go there for a rest.
With any luck, it'll be a temple of healing and save point. There'll be some spare potions in there to replenish the ones we've lost.
I'm sure they wouldn't have gone off by now.
It's yeah, fairly easy to find this temple. It's a bit better built than all the other ones. It's actually still standing. Make a intelligence religion check. Anyone that cares to.
Say 18.
18, yeah.
Doesn't matter, I rolled
15.
7.
I got 16.
Okay. Yeah, everyone apparently apart from Paladin.
Hang on, religion. +2, 9.
Okay, everyone apart from Paladin recognises that it's a temple dedicated to Onatar, god of the Forge.
It's not my god.
No, you don't care about these heathen gods.
There's only one true god.
Yeah.
Get in there and have a search around the temple. So just see if there is any non-gone off potions.
Yeah.
I'm going to check the expiry dates on them all.
Okay, yeah, make an investigation check then to have a look around this temple.
Expired
See-
1 year
14.
ago.
14.
It's still good. Just take
Anyone
two.
else having a look around, or are you just
Yeah.
look? There's a big heavy stone wall that's
What are we doing? Investigation.
Yeah.
investigation.
18.
12.
Oh, okay. Yeah, Torben finds in the corner of the temple what appears to be a font miraculously still filled with liquid that doesn't look fetid and horrible.
Is it cold?
Yeah, it's just looks like pure, fresh, clean water.
I'll put like a finger in it to
Yeah.
start with.
Okay, you've got a slightly wet finger.
It's fine.
Go up to it, take like a handful and taste it.
Okay, yeah, you
Take 5.
recover 5 points of health. You figure there's probably another couple of
I'll go
jugs left in there.
I'll get the other
Take
2 back.
I'll take a potion bottle and fill that up again.
Clever girl.
You can. It will be the smallest healing potion, D4 plus 2. Yeah, you reckon there's probably enough water left for another 1
Oh, no.
if anyone wants to
I mean,
take it or have a drink.
Mine,
I'm good.
but I'm also a stone in Europe as well. Okay.
Okay, so you decide to.
If
Well,
we've
I'll
still got-
take
just
it anyway,
swallow
just so we've
something
got
in there.
yeah, just on the off chance.
Okay, so you rest down here and recover lick your wounds a bit. Gird yourself for the. Have a rest for 8ish hours. You think it's hard to tell down here. There's not really any natural light or anything.
I cast it when we start resting. It lasts for 8 hours. As soon as it comes off, I'm just like, rest is done.
Yeah, the lantern that you recovered from the Warforged is magically enchanted. It's an ever bright lantern, so it will never go out.
Was that a long rest we just had?
Long rest.
Cool.
Yeah, so get all your spells back, get all your HPs or what have you.
I thought it all goes away.
Well, now we're having a long rest. I'm going to use my big shit. I only got 2 spell slots.
Okay, so you're venturing out.
Yes.
Okay, I think you're probably only a few minutes away from the forge, which is where your final destination is.
Roller coaster.
I get that reference.
Okay, you head over there. Doesn't take you much to find it. It's set in what looked like it was a fairly nice open plaza previously. Again, some columns have fallen, bits of the roof have crumbled in, there's rubble, debris everywhere. But you do find the forge. It's a fairly big building, but quite sort of squat. It's maybe sort of 15-20 feet high. It's unusual to see buildings with roofs in China. You're used to sort of just endless towers everywhere. So an actual square building is like, oh, that's some strange architecture.
Maybe all the other buildings on top of it. Polished.
It's like old New York.
Yeah. Yeah. You. What do you do? Do you approach it?
Yep.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. At the front there are 2 big double doors, but like sort of big enough to wheel in materials and what have you. These look very solid and very closed. You see the same sigil on the front that was in the door that barred your entry into this underground cabin.
Does it look like there's anything on the doorstep, sort of, on the hearth?
Make a perception or investigate.
11.
Okay, doesn't look like it.
Oh, perception. 12.
My
Or
perception
investigation
is
was
like it.
My
11.
perception is 14.
Okay, again, you can't see any signs of any arcane traps being set off or anything like that.
Looks good. Let's
Is
go.
there a same sigil that's glowing, or is it?
It's
Yeah.
not glowing, this one. It's just set into the door.
The doors are just closed.
Yeah.
I want to try and like start to
Okay.
Push it open.
As you sort of go to push the doors, they just do not budge in the slightest. You want to make a strength
Side
check to try and.
Put it back into it, Conk.
Quite literally.
I was going to make a perception check on the door, see if there's a sign that says pull.
20 total.
Okay, they do not budge in the slightest.
Oh boy, am I sure glad my hero's not here to see this. Now I know that he's real.
Is there another way in? Or does it just look like a solid wall and
no,
the doors?
you can, if you want, you can look. Looks like you can walk around the back of the building.
Oh, I'll try the back entrance then.
Yeah, the building looks to be sort of about 40 foot wide, 50 foot deep. You wander around.
Yeah.
You don't see any other entrances, windows, doors, or anything really. Just again, sort of fallen rubble and debris and what have you.
At the front of the door, is like any mechanical fixtures or fittings or anything on the door? Or is it just the same sigil?
Again, just the same sigil, just plain door. It seems whatever mechanism opened the door previously, avoiding the trap, would also open these.
I think
Probably
you
if
can
you're
always
a
use your
member of
crowbar
the
again.
House Cannon.
Crack open the crack out the crowbar again.
Okay.
Crack open the crack.
Try and open the door.
Okay, you try, you struggle to find enough of a gap to actually insert the crowbar into. His doors are sort of masterfully made. And if you do find enough purchase, there is just no giving them at all.
Nope, it's not going, you're right.
Is the door made of stone?
It's made of metal, very
Right, just
dark
like-
metal. Okay, you knock on the doors, it just kind of duh.
No one's there.
No windows or anything.
No windows.
Maybe because there's this building doesn't actually have a continuing tower above it. Maybe there's something up there we can.
Maybe.
Maybe there's a hole. Maybe there should be the tower up there. And there's just the hole. So
Just
let's
walls,
just go
no
over the
roof.
wall. Yeah.
Can afford the extra wall.
How tall is this building?
About, how tall is it? It's very good, but let's say 15, 20 feet, 18 feet, something like that.
Is there any way we
Perhaps
can...
if I stand on his shoulders, maybe. But I don't know what's up there. Don't want to go there.
It
alone.
looks safe up there.
Is there anything that we can use to try and purchase or climb higher? Or
The walls and the kind of associated rubble, there's probably enough purchase that you could just climb straight up the walls with the athletics.
yeah, sure. I'm not going to use that one. 'cause it was-
18.
Let's use red.
Athletics or acrobatics? Can I acrobatically climb it?
No, you can acrobatically roll around on the floor.
And then 4 for athletics.
Athletic.
Yes, athletics.
19 then. Fucking hell.
So
that's fine.
that is a building.
That's the building.
That is the building, as you are. And there is the doors there, which are very closed.
So we're there.
Yes.
I got an 18 for climbing up the side.
Okay, yeah, that's no problem.
And 19.
Whereabouts are you climbing up?
Here.
Okay, yeah, you make your way up onto the roof. You see that, in fact, there is a hole round about there. Where the roof is just caved in.
Shadows up. There's a hole down up here.
I'm going to say that I was going up the other side just to see if there was anything.
So you're going there.
Right in the middle. So I could go up to
Yeah.
just there, I suppose. 2, 4, 2,
Yeah.
4.
Can I put my head in the hole? See what's in it?
You can. Yeah, you can see in the dark,
Something
so
like that.
you identify that there is. You can just about see beneath the rubble there is trapped what looks like the remains of some kind of construct shape in a sort of canine shape, like if they made war forged in dogs. But it has been utterly crushed by this fallen roof.
I relay all this.
I'm still there with my lantern.
Do I see any more of them around the other side of the hall?
From where you are, you can't really get a look inside the building.
Was it 15 foot what was dropped to get back in there?
No, I'd say with the pile of rubble, it's probably sort of just shy of 10, so you could easily sort of drop yourself down
Yeah,
without
I'll
taking
just-
any damage.
Drop down.
Okay.
Can you open the door
I was
from the
going
other
to say I'll
side?
drop down and if there's danger I can teleport out, but okay.
Yeah, but It's only like 5 foot. I know. Can you just do that at will? Does it not need to be with an enemy?
One today I can do as a bonus action.
Okay, so who's dropping down, who's climbing up? What's happening?
Both.
See if you can open the door from the inside.
Okay, so you're both dropping down
Wait, what?
into the foundry?
I wasn't dropping down, I was
No,
staying
you're
up
not.
there.
You staying up.
I'm just going to
Okay.
jump there.
Okay.
I
See,
said I would have done it first.
so
so
you've got
you
all
hadn't gone down.
machinery.
Look,
Forge set.
I want to make sure it's safe first.
Yeah.
Me too.
You'll sharp anything. Yeah. Pick up so it's a bit more visible.
Ooh, things.
Yeah, painted things.
What's that?
Forge.
Forge.
Ah, wicked. Is there anything in the immediate vicinity that would catch my eye?
Probably the movement you see from the far corner. There's 2 more of these construct dogs kind of emerge from the gloom towards you.
Wicked.
They seem very hostile. So would you care to roll some initiative?
Is that everyone?
Yeah, I'll say everyone. You 2 can probably hear the sounds of mechanical growling.
My worst initiative roll of the night because you've gone down there and I was going, oh, I don't have to worry and just.
Just give it up. Okay, so what did everyone get? 25 to 20. No, 20 to 15.
16.
16, 15 to 10.
12.
14.
14. Less than that.
6.
6. Okay. So I'll say everyone's surprised except for Torben and the defenders. So Torben, what do you do?
My first reaction would be to let everyone know that there is hostility.
Okay. Okay, what do you shout to everyone?
Get in here now.
Fair enough.
And then, does the door from this side, or is there anything near the door that would aid in the opening of the door? Like it can only open from this side or something that would...
Yes, I'll say you see a very large lever next to the door, which seems to...
Which side is it on? That side, that side?
The side nearest you.
I guess I'm just going to go to there then
Yeah.
and just...
Yep, you pull this lever and the doors creak a bit and then swing open inwards.
Do we now see a lever on this side?
No. There's definitely no lever on that side. But you do now see 2 metallic constructs.
Ah,
5, 10, and I'll say I'll go to like the door and just kind of bit like wave it, and probably my action just to do that.
what did you do?
I opened the door.
No, with them.
Oh.
Okay,
They must have smelt him.
Mm.
But with kibbles and bits.
these 2 charge at you.
Bring it on, bitch.
The first one bites out with snapping metal jaws, misses. But as you are distracted, the second one comes in and... Oh boy, also misses. Aren't you glad I'm rolling atrociously? These things look like they haven't moved in probably centuries. They're very kind of jerky and creaky, but they are limbering up as they move. So then we are top of the round, Darmok.
I'm so.
Terrifying dogs.
Shit, dogs. You stay here. I'll go get help.
Okay.
I'll go get help.
I'm
This
gonna
place
stealth.
has never been opened.
You don't really need to stealth
Yeah.
you round the corner. No one can see you at all.
But 18 anyway.
Tommen.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I will punch one dog
Good plan.
for 2, 4, 6, 25.
That is very definitely a hit, despite the thick
For
metal skin.
7 points of bludgeoning, and punch the other dog.
You're on the roof.
11.
11 is not a hit, I'm afraid.
I'll say that I'll punch one and be like, down boy, but then after I punch it, I'm like,
kind of hesitant to punch another one straight on. So, Colathera,
Okay.
you can see all this unfolding beneath you.
Okay. Have you had a go yet?
No, I'm
Surprise round. You,
Oh,
as Tash was after.
Okay. Okay. So I'm going to cast Mage Armor on myself
Mm-hmm.
and fly 10 feet into the building, because once I cast a first level spell I can fly for 10 feet.
Yeah.
And just go,
Coming in like Thor, crackling with electricity.
and just go,
monotone full.
3, 5, 6, over here.
Alright then. Never tell.
Just trying to be as, like,
I'm torn. Do I follow
Quiet.
dwarf? No, I go and attack dogs with
Yeah.
half brother nephews. Twice removed. For 20
Yes,
something.
definitely a hit.
2. For 10.
The 10. Which one are you hitting in front of you?
This one. Yeah.
10 points damage.
Yeah. Slashing.
Okay, yep. You rake your sword across it, find a
That's
weak point.
My go.
So
I'm
these.
not quite paladin enough to do smite.
Exactly where the paladin ways, I can't do shit.
Yeah.
I can't do smite.
Okay, so
Literally
Torben.
his first day as a paladin.
Still learning the ropes.
Okay, they are both focusing on you. The first one hits.
Both on me.
No, on Torben.
Oh.
I'm just there in the back row, like,
First one hits for 6 points of damage. Yes.
Okay.
The second one also hits for 4 points of damage. That makes things easier.
I'm going to use Stone's Endurance. So that's the 10 anyway, so the second one's negated.
Okay, so yeah, the second one bites down upon you, following your skin is almost
second one
impervious.
bites your skin.
Darmok.
So all of a sudden, you just see, peering around here,
Oh, come on.
Orkman disappears again. I suppose a
Cue the
walk
thing
around
you said.
that one.
What is it shaped like?
It's just
An
like
orc, it's an orc, it's really not
It's like
aerodynamic at all.
an orc's jaw with like the tusks.
Why do I imagine it's like one of
Shaped
those
like a-
smiling potato faces with teeth?
That's a natural 20.
Okay.
Oh my god, he's my hero.
So,
That's 10 points of damage as it slams there.
nice.
He's just going to walk up to there and just
Through
give
an
it a...
Orkarang, it's embedded in its neck.
I'll just go there and just punch into it as well.
You need to get insight. Oh, no.
It's,
There is kind of a
13.
doorway.
13 is not a hit.
Oh, that's why he misses.
You punch it,
Punch
it's
the door.
too busy dodging
I
around.
begin to question my...
Torben.
Seeing once again one of my heroes appearing, I immediately feel empowered with courage and might.
Yeah, the one that
I wanna
Orkman
get
hit
to-
is looking quite
I want
badly
to go through
damaged.
to there, so I'm posing so I can have advantage. And 4, 5, 6, 13.
13 is not a hit.
Shit. Okay, the second. That's a bit better. 24.
Yes, that is definitely a hit.
Get that one. For 7 points.
7 points. That is just enough.
Right. I want to just the first one. I'll just be like a line-up shot, and then
What? Oh.
yeah, and then hit it with that.
Yeah.
And then as soon as I hit it, I'm not looking if this thing's down. I'm immediately looking at Orkman for his approval. Like, notice me, senpai.
It's just like a wooden mask.
I think
And just the very slightest.
it's like the Deadpool CGI thing where the eyes wide and a smile. Like, that small knowledge set me off for life. I'm like, Pyre would be great.
Okay, Colin there.
I,
The first one has gone down.
I would just want to take this time to just saunter up to this guy. Good doggy. And it's got metal on it, yeah?
Say yes.
Rusty.
Oh no!
Or
14.
It's not a hit, I'm afraid.
Is that?
Okay, yeah, as you go to touch it, it kind of backs off and snaps at
Shame you
you.
can't do it like when you shock it, there's a backflip. Like.
Never touch.
I'm going to move to
It's just
there.
yeah,
So I get
that's
a-
physical. It's just going.
Yeah.
17.
That's a hit. As it leaps away from
For
Colifair straight
10.
down range.
8, sorry.
8. A solid
My
hit,
math wrong.
but it's still going. And it turns around and snaps at you. Hit.
They have a cave troll.
You used to take 7 points of
Quite
piercing
smell.
damage.
Sounds
It
nice.
latches on with its iron jaws. Orcman.
Can I get into that thing's space now?
Yeah,
so
let's move that out of the way.
Yeah,
It's not
push it out of the way. I'll just slam the short sword down onto
Fucking
it.
orc man.
That's 25 to hit.
Is a hit.
So
Well,
for
yeah.
10 points of damage.
60s Batman style.
It's
say-
still up, but barely.
And then uppercut to the jaw.
You need to make an Orcman transition.
That's
so
an
for
actual
the twice that when he
one.
comes
Oh.
out of here, it's like.
Okay,
I can get fingers like pow.
okay, yeah. As Orcman basically hit it and narrowly dodges.
With that thing which just goes pow. Have you got like-
Torben, it's all on you.
have you got like-
Orcman has just narrowly missed it. It's on its last legs. Can you impress
It's
your
got 4 of
hero?
them, so what? Now it's got two legs and
It's
wheels at the
transformed.
back.
First one, 21.
Bork
Is a hit.
Bork.
4, 6.
Is a kill.
Yes.
Bork. You finish it
Yeah.
off.
I want to show off my impressive feat of strength in front of my hero. I want to like pick it up and do like a whole power slam, sort of just.
Okay, yeah. You pick it up. You think about dropping it onto your knee. Think again, it's covered in spikes. And just smash it down onto a jutting piece of masonry. There's a horrible crack, and it kind of twitches a bit, and then lays completely still.
Why? I just imagined it was like, yeah, the way you'd kill it is just like Lenny and the rabbits. So like, rabbit. Just well, like I Am Legend. Just
Eyes and bolts just stop popping out. Just short circuiting.
Oh dear.
Do you see any more threats around?
The foundry goes quiet. There don't appear to be any more.
As soon as I throw it on the
I
floor,
just-
I immediately want to look at him.
I'm
and
just
like,
going to, as I'm backing out, stealth.
Wait!
and That's, oh, fuck's sake, stealth is shit. 8.
Okay.
No, even I noticed these.
Orcman very conspicuously
going-
backs off and then kind of shuffles around the corner.
Where are you
I
going?
want to follow.
And then we
him.
just hear like the sounds of them dressing.
I want
Okay,
to
do
follow.
you follow
him.
I'm going to
Yeah.
out there and
I'm
just
gonna
take
follow.
off as a dash.
Okay, are you dashing after him? You're just going to Benny Hill around this building.
Meanwhile, I'm looking for the schemers.
Meanwhile,
I look in the forge. Why would they be in the forge?
I'll
That's
help.
stupid. I'll just investigate.
okay, yeah.
This is when the camera's in here, and every so often you just
I was
see.
aiding.
What were you
I was
aiding
aiding.
me?
I said I'd help.
So I get advantage.
Yeah.
That was worse. 13.
13. Okay. Okay, you find a fair few things. Nothing particularly well hidden. You find a nice sort of super scale mail, a few shields, mace, longsword. There's also a few slightly more unusual items. There's a very nicely made chain shirt that seems almost sort of adjustable. It's very some kind of like long-handled mace. It looks like half it's a hammer, the other half is like a fist. And also a very extravagantly kind of jewelled rapier, inset with lots of jewels and kind of gold-plated pommel.
I can't use any of that.
Okay.
I am a sorcerer.
You do also find sort of on the forge there is a metal plate set above it with 3 indents. One is a triangle, one is a square, and one is a pentagon.
Doesn't
That
that we need to
on
put something
PlayStation
in?
It
controller.
does, very much so.
So we need to find a triangle, a square and a pentagon.
You do. Is anyone else looking at you two just running around
Yeah.
the building?
Eventually I'm going to
Yeah.
slaughter.
So, what we're looking
What?
for that? We're looking for those.
That would seem to be a good
So basically, we're
indication. It looks like next to the forge there is a kind of a square area of wall that might either open or move or something.
No, that's what's it.
We're looking for the Deathly Hallows.
You fought well. Go and aid your comrades.
And I was really like... and I just kind of like fangirl freeze and...
A little bit of weak on him.
I'll then take off, dash again around. So if you're going back round that way, I'm going to try and dash round to get round to this corner. Until you get round to there.
Alright.
Do a quick change
So,
out of the way.
yeah, then I'm just like,
Walk back.
just you might if you go around, you might just see a little dwarf hiding in the corner.
I'll see you as like...
Was that one go, or are you... Just superhero?
All we've seen him do is turn up a few times, misses shots, and then try and sneak off.
It's like the worst vigilante justice.
It's like
At
Batman
least-
without any of the money or training.
He's only
At least when he was,
vigilante.
at least when he was the dwarf, he actually killed something.
Yeah. It's very useful in helping
He's
you
like-
find this place.
Which is obvious then that the dwarf can't be this vigilante.
It's like Super Dan from Brooklyn Nine-Nine. It's like, I threw
Wow.
it down. To the downmobile. Actually,
With my bike.
Is there anything else around that might...
It's all man, just an orc with
make
a
an
wooden mask wearing his
investigation
underpants
check
on
if
the
you're
outside of his...
specifically
He's actually
these
human. with a
three
mask and
shapes.
Investigation...
Orcs are scared.
No, perception.
I'm
Either
helping.
Into a cave where
I'm
some weird
helping.
orcs...
Yes.
18.
18.
inherited.
Yeah, you notice kind of jutting out the back of one of these mechanical dogs, there is a rod in a triangular shape. So just out the back of like the head.
Oh, right.
Oh, right.
So,
Oh,
is it
so
like
that's
one
one-
of those Play-Doh things where you can put in different stencils?
So when he says that, I look at the back of the other one.
Okay, yeah.
Put the dog into the wall.
Yeah, the square shaped
Square
rod.
So we're looking for the pentagon one then.
Yes.
I'll just walk in through the doors. I'll see you just like reaching it into the
So
arse of the dog.
In the rubble down here there was a dog.
There was,
Can I
yes.
have a look into that?
Oh,
one? See?
yeah.
You're gonna have to, you have to
I'll
shift
wade
some
through
levels,
some
so
of it.
make
I'm
a strength check
strong
to
enough.
heave.
That's good because I was thinking, I knew we're going to have to fight something else.
19.
I was
Yeah,
gonna-
that's
oh, there's
plenty.
another
Kinda,
dog
yeah,
hidden
heave this
somewhere.
huge slab of.
I'm kind of like
Yeah.
muttering to myself, like, oh man, this is
Yeah.
the coolest.
Whatever the rods are made of, it's stronger than these Iron Defenders because it's smashed to bits, and there's just this pentagon-shaped rod.
Cool. I'll pick it up as well.
Okay.
Put it in the
Go
hole.
in the hole.
Which one do you put in which hole and in which order?
Oh.
Well,
Now
the
you-
triangle goes in the triangle hole.
Hang on.
But
Right,
order
what one did I get?
Oh! No.
Which, so from left to right, does it go
So
triangle?
right goes square, triangle, pentagon.
Triangle.
The square triangle panel. It
Yeah,
matters what
triangle.
order in.
3, 4.
Or does it? Maybe I'm just
Oh,
psyching you out.
Yeah,
what,
triangle,
what's,
square,
sides?
pentagon.
what's the number of the vault? Oh, it's 2.3, isn't it?
Yeah, so triangle, square, pentagon.
You put them in that order.
2, 1, 3.
Yeah. So you put the triangle one in. It gets kind of halfway and then sort of gets pulled in, and there's a click.
Square,
Okay. The square one get in
We've lost
halfway.
it forever.
Again pulled in. There's a click.
pentagon.
Yeah. Pentagon. Exactly the same. There's a click, and then from beside the vault, the square bit of wall kind of clicks outward.
I'm marking all of this on the map.
Okay. Yep, you pull it open. Inside there is a small recess in the wall. There's a couple of
Red
sacks,
dragon.
several gold ingots, and
Gold ingots.
gold ingots. Yes,
Ingots.
yes, there are 4 gold ingots. Yeah,
One gold piece.
2 sacks, 4 potions, and a few bundles of
One
ancient
potion.
paper. I'll say for the sake of brevity, you can somehow identify them as 3 potions of greater healing and a potion of fire resistance.
Why would they get dropped on us now?
There's also a save point at the end. In the corner.
Probably the fire resistance.
3
because
greaters
if you work in a forge when
fire
there's lots of fire,
resistance.
just to avoid.
So
Yes.
just write them down, as we might need them.
Yes, bundle of paper, and also
Great,
what
yeah.
appears to be the schema that you've been sent to retrieve.
And the 4 gold ingots.
It appears to be a 7-pointed adamantine plate covered in arcane symbols, plans.
What's on the
whatever.
papers?
Papers, you pick them up, most of them just crumble away in your hand. One of them seems to be a sturdy, more sturdy sort of vellum scroll which you unfold. It appears to be a map depicting some region of the country.
We
Have
give
a
you
look
map
at it,
to
I'll
the,
talk
Can I
about-
recognise the area?
Make a
Cartography check.
So yeah, if you've got cartographer's tools, make a intelligence check with advantage because
And
it's your
proficiency.
specialty. Yeah, and proficiency.
Orkman Enterprises.
12?
12,
13.
13. It takes you a while because the region depicted on the map technically no longer exists. It's part of the country which was, half of it's now the goblinoid nation of Dargoon, the other half is what used to be the country of Sire, is now known as the Mournland because the country of Sire blew up. There's several
That's
sort of
interesting.
overlapping rings and several points in this area. Quite what they are, you don't know.
It's not something you'd normally find on a map.
No.
I think we found what we need, so we should go back
Yeah.
to
So we
Lady.
what were the weapons?
to-
There was a
Yeah,
rapier.
There's a rapier.
With jewels.
Looks like it's more useful for its worth than its actual fighting ability. It's very much an ornamental piece.
some hammer.
Yeah, a long-handled mace, which you kind of give it a bit of a heft. It's got the versatile property, so hit it with more damage with two hands. And chain shirt, which is very neatly made and adjustable, so you can use 3 points of dexterity rather than just 2.
Seems like all
So
the
there was something with a fist.
That was the
that was a mace.
Yeah, the mace was it. Oh, I thought it was
Yeah, as well as that, you find a sack with 100 silver pieces, a sack with 100 gold pieces, and 4 gold ingots.
We won't tell them about those.
about what bits.
Exactly. You could each have an ingot and hide it in a very conspicuous place.
Your-
Like a sack.
Have you got a sack?
I'm guessing we've all got like backpacks and stuff.
Okay, so you're heading out.
Yep, we got everything we came for.
Yep. Okay, so
We've
yeah,
done the map.
loaded up with goods and glory. You
Fast travel
head
back
out
then.
of the forge. As you go, a flaming crossbow bolt streaks out of darkness and strikes beside the door.
Pyre is a
Is it
sword.
Orkman? The Lord of Blades.
A voice echoes around the chamber. Weak flesh.
Could I just have we rested at all, or is that?
So it's a
No.
short rest if you really want it to be. When
No, I
you're
was
just
just
sticking
asking.
around.
I will.
I was just
I will
asking.
use one hit.
Oh, because you're down to 5.
Yeah.
Yeah. So am
So
I.
I'd spend
I'll
that
go-
hit
Yeah.
dice that you've
I'm
got.
going to use
Or you
that
can
hit
chug
dice.
one of the potions you found.
No, it's what is my
2.
So my mage armor still looks, it's not been 8 hours yet.
So there's-
Oh man. Oh well.
And I'm going to chug the minor heals that I've got.
So we was all in here.
Yeah.
Back
we was
to
walking out then, weren't we?
yeah, you pretty
Come on.
much
10 out of 11.
literally just kind of emerged from there.
If I see the crossbow bolts
Cool.
hidden in, I'll just be like, back inside.
Yeah, I'll move that over there so we've got a bit more space to play with. That's cool. So yeah, the voice shouts out, "Now you face Saber, greatest of the devoted follower of the Lord of Blades."
Is
Is
that
it this
goblin?
dude? Is it this dude?
What dude?
Fucking guy that we saw above.
No, but it's the first goblin we saw.
The guy that we saw above.
Yeah, the guy that was being all inconspicuous, and I was like, I want to see if that guy again, so I can find him.
Oh, yeah, like Sabretooth.
No, that was one of the shifters you killed in the sewers.
Oh, cool.
Oh, we killed Scamping guys.
Yeah, he's already dead.
Oh.
I think it's the first goblin.
Well,
dead.
goes on shouting, "Throw down the schemer and walk away. It doesn't have to end with you bleeding and dying on the floor."
You just hear a voice
Yeah,
in the
I'm
back thing. I think we should do what he says.
Yes, but all 3 of you can't kill us. What does he say?
Okay, there's a bit of a silence, and he says, "Can two?"
No, 3, not 2.
So are there actually
Are there
3?
2 or are there 3?
You don't know.
I'm trying to
Roll
trip
some
him up.
initiative.
My
You
shit is
probably
getting
guess there's
worse
not.
and
So
worse.
is mine.
I'll take that.
I only have a strength of 10. My head is a strength of 10.
Okay, what did we get? 25, 20?
21.
Okay, 20,
So
15,
you're there.
19.
19, 15, 10.
10.
Less than that.
8.
8. Okay. Darmok, you're up first.
I
But
shall-
you cannot see where your assailant.
I shall very quietly try and sneak up corner for him to get onto the
Are you
roof.
like, is you behind us or something? Is saying, oh, we should hide, or are you like getting changing the outfit or whatever?
Okay, so are you going. What are you doing? Trying to climb up the
Yeah,
rubble
trying
and
to
up
climb there
onto?
up to the roof, so I'm
Okay.
there.
How long does it take you to get changed?
It's all underneath. She just takes it all off.
Okay,
just
enough.
Yeah.
Change in.
bonus action.
Torben.
Or action, sorry.
Are you going to like, go to the
Would-
top? So we can't see where they're coming from.
You cannot. Presumably somewhere
Where-
over in
that would put me
that
like-
direction, since that's where the.
So could I throw a dart into the darkness with a disadvantage and then aim to hit something?
They believe
No,
in
because you
God.
need to know what square he's in to do that. You can throw it wildly into the darkness.
Yeah,
I'll
so
say
me-
there's a 1 in 20 chance of you somehow aiming at the right square. It was a 19. So close. But you just kind of throw it wildly. Or do you want to make a perception check to try
How
and.
far away are they?
You don't know.
So I can't. They're further than my.
Is it 60 feet?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, so even you can't see them.
Which
Oh, no.
way did the...
This is never your dark
Alright,
head
no,
anyway.
hell no. I mean, I've got a little lantern.
All you can tell is it was from somewhere over kind of that way.
I am
See,
going
there's like-
to.
Look at the fallen rubble over there.
I'm going to hold my action until I can see something. So I'm just going to get a dart ready. So as soon as I see something, I'm just going to.
Okay. So shout when you do. Okay, another bolt comes flying out the darkness
Out of the darkness.
and the darkness at Torben. You can briefly see from where it comes from the light. There
Okay.
appears to be a figure hiding just behind a pillar.
Did it hit me?
Well over there. It did, unfortunately.
It's Doctor Doom.
Unless he only sees more than 20. Pretty much. Doctor Doom, but he's packing heat.
It is actually Doctor Doom.
That way.
Okay, you are struck for 6 points of piercing
Are we
damage.
saying we've had
We've had a short
Yeah.
rest.
I'm going to use those.
Yeah, 6 points of piercing,
7. So that's
5 points of
Ooh,
fire.
Ooh, so 7 plus 3 is 10. So 2, so it carries over by 2. Okay,
Okay, so
and then
Torben, you
I'm
can
going to
see
take it and then see where it
Why has he
comes from.
suddenly
and
teleported closer?
Because we moved.
Just so we can see.
Can we move this back as well?
So I'm going to take it and then see where it comes from and then throw my...
Okay, yeah. Attack roll.
No.
No?
I'm in... I want to say that it hit the arm and I'm just going to fucking biff it. It's like
What did you get?
fucking one. It's like,
Yeah.
Oh shit!
Yeah, it throws it wild off and the
Yeah.
dart just shoots off
Pin.
into the darkness. Nevatash.
Did I see where that arrow came from?
Yes, you did.
Can I run in that direction then?
You can.
About 30 feet, and it's... I think it's more than...
Just run off into the darkness, that's fine.
Yes, it is more than 30 feet away. If you double move, you can pretty much get up to him. But then you'll be right in front of him with no action.
No, I'll only move... Yeah, I'll double dash up to him.
Okay.
Then. Yeah.
Yeah, you run up to him.
So I'll go up to him
Yeah.
there.
So you'd be round the side.
There. Or there.
No, next to him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Next to him, off the pillars.
Yeah.
So
Can
above
I-
there.
Can I see him now?
Yes, if you move forward a bit as he stepped out from behind where he was hiding.
Okay, so I'm 1, 2, 6. When I come there and just got a magic missile him.
Magic miss. Okay, so roll some damage. So he doesn't cast the shield spell.
Seven.
11.
Okay. Several bolts of magical force go flying past Nevatash and strike this Warforged. He sort of yells out in anger, says, "You're paid for this, Darmok." Or should I say Orkman?
It's Orkman. I'll get down. It's like there.
Okay.
Oh, you're not going to go in front of me like
Make a
that.
perception check. Seeing as Orkman was otherwise preoccupied when all the shenanigans were going on.
Ooh, that's
Quick orc boy.
10.
10. Okay, you know roughly in which direction he is, but not exactly where he is. You saw magic
So,
missiles streaking off.
Maybe Tusk Lad or something.
How much movement would have been getting down?
Orc boy and half orc lad.
How much movement?
So, say 15 feet.
So, 5, 10. I'm just going to go.
Okay.
In fact, I'll use. Is this rubble like a mound you can't get over, or kind of like?
It'll be difficult movement to head through it, and also it's further back, so
So I'll probably get to like there if I used all the
Yeah.
dash.
yeah, we'll say that. Okay, Saber, as he's suddenly faced with this paladin, warrior of righteousness, pulls out a longsword, takes a swing at you.
Warrior of Righteousness.
Ooh, natural 20, I'm afraid.
Nope.
You go fucking. I'm gonna fucking die again. Possibly. That's 14 points of slashing damage.
Wow. In one turn. He
Yeah.
just one-shot you.
Level
Yeah.
1.
So I can take it.
That is twice my hit points. If he hit me with that, it would just
straight up dead.
straight out kill
He
me.
ran up to me and he just went.
I need to not be near him.
Torben,
That was
you
a
hear
bad-
a cry as clattering
It's-
someone
yeah,
falls.
I want to sign, but like, again. But then as I like sign look down, I see this red blaze of honour and glory, so I'm like, he's back again.
Again.
Now is my time to shine.
Again.
Can I get to a certain point over here where I can get,
If you double move, you can get up to him. Otherwise,
not get up to him, but where I can see him?
yeah, single move, you can end up sort of
So if I say I
this
get
side
to
of the
like
room.
there,
Yeah, about there.
and then just throw a dart. 10.
10. Okay. Yep, you throw a dart. It's dead centre. It just bounces off his armour
I
plating.
was like, what? I'm like, ha ha!
Hey, Nevatash.
Oh.
This
That's a 19.
nice
Save.
Yay.
was looming over you. Colifair. Things aren't looking too good. Strike a
Bonus
decisive
action,
blow.
I'm going to take that thing.
Chug a drink.
Yeah.
Ray of Frost.
4.
Okay.
The butt. Yeah, 21.
Back
Well, is a hit.
He takes 2 points of cold damage and is slowed by 10 feet.
Okay. He doesn't seem to care much. Darmok, or shall I say Orkman?
So how far is it to get across?
Uh,
What's here?
30 feet can get you to sort of just in front of him, but not
So like there.
one space forward.
So is that still within
Yeah,
melee range?
within melee range.
Yeah, so I'll just go for a one sword attack.
Okay.
Ooh,
Clamber
that's
over the
gonna
rubble.
miss. That's 10.
Yeah, you swing at him, he raises an arm and just blocks it.
I'll go for a punch after
Yep.
that then. 16?
Is not a hit. Well, it's a hit, but it does nothing. You just again wham. He's heavily armoured, like seriously.
Is he actually a warforged? Did I notice?
Oh, he's very definitely a Warforged. He's all Warforged. He's
Just do the whole Spider-Man.
150%
Dude,
Warforged.
you got a better low.
He's 150%.
Okay.
But they are.
He turns from Nevatash, just looks at you with contempt, and just swings with his longsword. Lightning.
I'm assuming he's probably heard of me, so surely he should be getting a bit of fear.
No.
If he has heard of you, he does not
Does
care.
not care.
You just whiffed twice on him, so.
Yeah, he swings. You manage to definitely dodge out of the way. His blow is wide and obvious, like it doesn't even care.
So he's
to fight
obviously
you
heard
properly.
of me and is in fear of. That's what it's like.
You can tell yourself that. That's what Torben thinks. You're up next.
Yeah, I see one of my
See
heroes
small
getting close
bits.
against the fight. I'm like, I'm going to join him and we're going to take this guy down together. Then I'll say with my 30 feet, I'll get to.
That's
Actually-
Tackle's
Where was I there? So.
There you go.
No, I got to there.
No, because I moved
Moved up.
on.
Oh, you? So. 5. 10. 15. 20. 25.
What do you get there?
I'm just gonna walk past my adopted half brother and be like,
Yeah.
no, my hero.
I understand.
Would
the
that
one that's got all the potions though.
Yeah, I know.
count as flanking?
Yes.
Actually, not
Yeah,
really.
you sprint around the Warforged, take them behind before you can even realise you're
Natural
there.
20.
Nice.
For 2. For 7 points of bludgeoning for the first.
Okay, you strike a heavy blow from behind. He yells out in surprise.
Second one is 24.
Is a hit.
Roll. Come on, shit. 3. Hey. 8.
8 points damage. Okay, seems to be a bit less armoured at the back. You managed to land 2 damaging blows.
Kind of like when I punch, and then just kind of look over the side and be like,
Okay, Nevatash. Leaning on the floor.
15.
Nice. Coming back. Calithair.
I like how like childhood fame is thicker than relationships right now.
Seems like these two
Brother.
are doing a bit of a number on him. Oh man. Something.
I'm gonna go ahead and
Just put on a t-shirt.
go up to Fallen Comrade.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have a potion. Well, I'm guessing he would have
I've
had
got
the potions
I've got
out, wouldn't he?
3. Yeah, I've got 3.
Yeah.
I put 3 greater in my bag. So.
Put a greater in your mouth.
And a healing potion.
And a healing potion.
19.
12.
Okay, Orc
I
man.
did
You
more
should
than
have
that
saved
before I
half.
Yeah, just keep pouring it
I think
into
so.
them.
Your fanboy is attacking from behind.
Just mind now in
Did I
the Elder Scrolls 4 you get the when you win the arena you get this little fanboy
Yeah.
following you
Yeah,
everywhere.
it's not per
Oh,
account,
nice.
it's just every time you
Voted
go down.
fan.
Oh, natural 20.
Nice. Roll some damage.
12 points of slashing damage from the short sword.
Okay. You're struggling to keep
Follow
up with the
punch.
two of you in your combined assaults.
18.
18 is a hit. Oh no, it's not a hit, sorry.
Ooh. Um,
Yeah, you come in with a second blow and again he just deflects it with his armour. He is very annoyed at the fact that you have just the impudence to try and attack him. He appears to be somewhat ranged now. What's your armor class?
17.
17. Okay, he swings out with his long sword. First one strikes you for 6 points of damage. And as he throws you off balance, he swings out with a backhand with his heavy Warforged fist. Which also hits for 7 points of damage.
Fist of
Ooh,
Terry
are you down?
There. Is it unconscious?
Unconscious, you don't revert to your
Yeah.
other form.
Just-
Torben, you're up. You've just seen your
I'll be like, oh yeah, I was
your
like,
hero
no!
go down
It
to
falls
the
and
ground.
they're like, no!
No, he doesn't.
I don't change.
Not
Oh, you
unconscious.
don't?
No,
No,
it's
it's only when they
Wait,
killed.
wait, I'm still like, how dare you? How dare you? He is my hero! 21
Is a hit.
for 8.
Okay.
And the second one, chickens dice, is... Nope! That's a 9.
Okay. And you strike him unexpected and he spins around and easily deflects your second blow.
Trying to hold
Nevatash,
back the tears in my
I'm going to get back up.
you're up. This Warforged is not looking very well.
I'm like,
He's
"Oh!"
starting to stagger a bit.
I was there, I was like,
Thanks. I'm going to hit him.
Okay, do it.
20.
Yes.
Cool.
Damage.
5.
How do you want to do this?
Son of a bitch!
So,
He obviously thought
That'd be
he'd
really
finish
cool.
you off, you weak, fleshy mortal, but suddenly you spring to your feet and
Whoa.
surprise him.
We call him Tim.
well, yeah. So, half brother adopted twice. Over here
This
is
doesn't stick.
I don't know. It's getting more complicated as we go on. Whiffs as he sees his hero is knocked down, and then I just come in and like stab him, sort of like in the back.
brother twice.
Okay. Yep, the Warforged Saber looks down and its blade suddenly protrudes from his chest. He kind of sort of turns as much as he can to look here and says, impossible.
Exactly.
Impossible!
Yeah. Falls forward. As he does, I'll say you're all close enough, except for Rockman who's unconscious. to see another one of
I
these,
immediately go over to Orc.
these winged constructs shoot from his chest and fly off into the darkness quicker than you can
There
even
again.
react.
What is that? They're being piloted by aliens.
I go over to Orcman.
No, I'm
Yeah.
over to Orc, man. I'm already there. I'm like,
Cradling him. Yeah.
And
where's the nearest volcano? I'm falling off a bit.
There's some lava pools a few levels down.
This will be the start of a great blood refuge.
I just pump 1 point of healing into him from my lay on
Okay.
hands.
Save him!
As
Just
he's like,
lay on
like,
pink finger.
just grab your arms like,
Martha.
thank you.
You're welcome.
I currently have you cradled in my arms.
Someone kissing me.
He was.
Okay.
Cool.
I'll just like,
Thank you.
But wait, who are you? You know who I am.
Okay.
It's not who I am underneath. What I do that defines me.
Bruce?
Yeah, so you thought, well, perhaps one day we can work together again.
Well, you seem to be following us around.
I'm
What do you
simply
mean again?
helping those that need it when they need it.
hero can be anyone.
Helping them by
Even
falling
something as small as
unconscious.
putting a coat
Hey.
on a little boy's shoulder.
It happens to everyone, alright?
I have literally not been touched this
No,
whole
no.
Saluted. Well fought.
I kind of want to do the whole Carl Weathers and Arnold Schwarzenegger thing, but as soon as my hand out, you're gone. I'm like,
You say he's gone. Make a stealth check.
Please be shit.
just walks.
Natural one.
He just walks away.
20.
Okay. Yep, he does a,
Right,
does a
see.
Batman disappear.
Oh, just I got 19 on perception. Is that-
Okay.
How did he disappear? I was looking right at him.
Yeah, you'll turn around, he's gone. No one notices, he's just like crouching behind a bit of rubble.
Anyone seen Dark Star?
feels like.
Okay, so yeah, your Warforged assailant lays dead. at your
About a
feet.
minute later, you hear from the.
Anyone seen the dwarf?
Are you guys dead yet?
No.
I hate you so much.
Okay. No, I come sauntering over. Oh, what's that?
That was the enemy that we killed.
Did a good job.
Hold on.
Leaders out of his short stuff.
Get the map out.
Fast travel.
This way.
Yeah, you get your map out, it's trivial to find your way back. You lay bare all obstacles that have come before you, through the open doors, back up through the lower levels of Dorashan Tower, up into the upper levels where, let's say, you agreed to rendezvous with Lady Logan somewhere. House Kenneth Enclave, closest one, you meet up, hand over the Seamer. She is elated, she's overjoyed,
There was only
She
that we
thanks you
found nothing
profusely.
else.
Yeah.
she says, anything else please keep, this is all I require.
Oh, well, if you insist.
Because we also got this.
Yeah, she thanks you profusely, calls her assistant over, who comes out with a fairly fancy looking kind of certificate, hands it over, and you realise it's essentially the Eberron equivalent of a cheque. You can cash it in at any House Kundarak bank, receive the princely sum of 1,000 gold pieces.
Ooh.
It's not a 5 metre swimming certificate.
Again, she thanks you profusely and asks if you'd be available if she has any further work for you.
No.
It's okay because we've learned that you have been favoured in the fact that you have a secret undercover vigilante that is
Just
helping keep justice away.
Okay, she looks surprised. She says, not Orcman.
No.
I'm immediately just kind of like sit a bit closer, like, yes, you know.
I've heard tales of his bravery and his heroism.
I climb over him and just like sit on it, get closer, like, tell me more.
No, you tell me more. You met him in person? He's real?
Not only that, we saw him get knocked unconscious.
I healed him.
Goodness.
His martial arts skills are to be questioned, but
Yeah, they are.
his overall
We saw him miss nearly all his attacks.
think I hit. He hit more than
Yeah.
50%.
And surely I will be hearing tales of your heroism soon enough.
Yes.
I would never want to take away the limelight from Bogman. He is the hero that this city needs but does not deserve.
I got the final kill.
I didn't actually see much of him because I was like hidden behind, avoiding the danger like a sensible dwarf would do. I think.
I want to have the percentage
If
of...
you do see him, please give him my utmost thanks.
I pull out the gold bar
As
and
we
say...
say, I'm sure he knows.
I pull out the gold bar and I want to say, I hope this will cover the cost, but what you need to do is build a gigantic light that bears his symbol that whenever you need
Just a massive O.
You can call him wherever he needs.
It's just a picture of an orc, and as soon as he goes on level, it's like, orcs are attacking! Orcs are attacking! Giant orcs!
It's like all the orcs in the city. I'm like, again? It's fucking cultural appropriation bastards at it.
Cultural appropriation, man.
Is that am I going to go pray somewhere?
I bet he's not even an orc.
Better than a giant human face. What's it?
Because all the orcs are like, what's so special about him? It's like running around calling yourself human man with powers of a human.
It's just an half orc or something with like another wooden mask on his face or
Yeah.
something. That
Take off the mask and it's just another wooden mask underneath.
If we look up to one corner, do we just see a darkened figure standing on like the rooftops, just overwatching?
Probably,
Alright,
but it's
ruin it for
someone else.
everyone.
Well, that's been the adventures of Orkman, apparently.
I was going to say, that's pretty much what it should have been. It's like the Justice Friends.
The Adventures of Orkman?
Yes.
No,
Wait for his
Justice
next
Friends.
one shot. Orkman returns.
So that's basically
Then
the time.
Orkman forever. Orkman and Robin.
Oh, that's where is that where someone else
Your
takes
character's
over? It just
name?
goes horribly wrong.
Orkman begins.
Torben.
Orkman and
The
Torben.
Dark
That's
Monk.
the first
Torben or
Dark Monk
No,
rises.
let's not do that one. We'll leave that one out.
Dark Orc Risers.
Dark Orc Rises. Oh.
And then Orkman versus
Special guy.
he's human man, he's just a regular human that gets beaten up.
Yeah. This world's sun doesn't actually make him more powerful. It just gives him really bad skin
No,
cancer.
it's a drow, so we can't go outside in the sunlight.
Some kind of nightman. Anyway, that's been the one shot. Hope you enjoy.
Yeah.